talking Gucci, but I've been in that coochie. What? You were talking Louis, we already made a movie. I'm not your stepping stone, yeah, but you don't hear me though. Yeah, you were talking Prada, Dolce and Gabbana. I'm trying to level up, but I seen your baby's father. I'm not your stepping stone, yeah, you gotta get it on your own. I know you heard the story again and again on how we start the situation, beginning as friends, seeing the ends to a means. But what does it mean? I guess that we together till we find somebody better. It's more clever than most. She smiles at my jokes, plus she's digging my stroke. The feeling's mutual, cause I'm digging her throat. It's so damn frantic, and at the very bottom you can see the Titanic. I could oil paint the canvas to say 1,000 words. You all up in my face talking what you deserve. Hey yo, we ain't on that level. Take my glasses off, cause I can't see us together. And baby, it's whatever. See, you were talking Gucci, but I've been in that coochie. What? You were talking Louis, we already made a movie. I'm not your stepping stone, yeah, but you don't hear me though. Yeah, you were talking Prada, Dolce and Gabbana. I'm trying to level up, but I seen your baby's father. I'm not your stepping stone, yeah, you gotta get it on your own. Not a one-up or a come-up, I'm gone before the sun's up. Move like a ninja, sorry not a pretender. You are not a contender, although it might offend you. You pay the tariff, you're narcissistic and arrogant. She called me a hypocrite, said she got the evidence. Told her I'm the dumb, my ego's fueled by my excellence. Want me as your man? Your attitude is excrement, and things won't ever change even when lonely and desperate. I'd rather be desolate on an aisle before I help an unworthy bird achieve the lifestyle and wait a nice while for someone who fits a profile. Ooh, child, things are getting better. Try to outthink me, but I would hold on to my cheddar. A couple crumbs here before I disappear. She said it's the last time that she's coming here, but oops, you'll do it again. You're Britney Spears. You were talking Gucci, but I've been in that coochie. What? You were talking Louis, we already made a movie. I'm not your stepping stone, yeah, but you don't hear me though. Yeah, you were talking Prada, Dolce and Gabbana. I'm trying to level up, but I seen your baby's father. I'm not your stepping stone, yeah, you gotta get it on your own. See, you were talking Gucci, but I've been in that coochie. What? You were talking Louis, we already made a movie. I'm not your stepping stone, yeah, but you don't hear me though. Yeah, you were talking Prada, Dolce and Gabbana. I'm trying to level up, but I seen your baby's father. I'm not your stepping stone, yeah, you gotta get it on your own.
B.D.U.B, Budha, Del. Yeah, I'm from the city streets where the ciphers first started. God body niggas was righteous but cold-hearted. Studying the lessons in the daily mathematics. Teaching not to smoke but supplying fiends with habits. Knowledge of self was important to the scripture. Even as we freestyle with blunts and mad liquor. No women, no kids, gangsters had morals. No pants hanging off the ass, niggas dressed formal. 3-piece suit with a side holster. Tommy gun in the trunk with the rest of the toasters. Verbal combat, the art of war. Hopefully the shit I kick can keep me on tour. And I can keep the heads bopping, necks cracking, streets rocking. In a real ill fashion. The mind of a nigga from the origin state. I was born there and raised there. The streets was my daycare. Running with them ill niggas who don't play fair. Talk shit, you pop shit, you fall there, you lazy. It's like things ain't the same no more, shit has changed. Whack niggas getting on, fucking up the lanes. Wearing tight jeans and feminizing the game. It's like the shit ain't the same. Things ain't the same no more, shit has changed. Whack niggas getting on, fucking up the lanes. Wearing tight jeans and feminizing the game. It's like the shit ain't the same. Love, hate, infatuations. Put into perspective all the things I was chasing. To think that I had made it, still wonder what's the basis. Just imagination, taking time to think and find some harsh realizations. Seeing all it takes, but you still can't break in. Small accomplishments call for big celebrations. Just to get a taste, give it more dedication. Understand this a race, might not reach a destination. The weak and the strong both fall to desperation. Trying to adapt, but it's the wrong acclamation. Putting on the act, seeing through the fabrication. Used to do it for the grind, now it's for the adoration. Better than your average, I just lack the compensation. Plus I got a habit that would change the conversation. Who am I to judge? Half of the fascinating, but they don't want the facts that would satisfy the craving.
It's like things ain't the same no more. Shit has changed. Black niggas getting on, fucking up the lanes. Wearing tight jeans and feminizing the game. It's like the shit ain't the same. Like things ain't the same no more. Shit has changed. Whack niggas getting on, fucking up the lanes. Wearing tight jeans and feminizing the game. It's like the shit ain't the same.
It's like things ain't the same no more. Don't want parts of the game no more. It's a shame, but things change. Stayed in my lane, cause I know I rock a different route. And I never look to give horse in the mouth. Let them know early on what my life about. Pick a struggle, found a hustle just to think it out. From MD to DC to NC, running through every city till they knew me. Spread it through your gossip, the fearless, preposterous, the product of Reaganomics, Wall Street economics. Me, I kicked the knowledge, college wasn't expensive. Knowledge itself made you less apprehensive. You didn't follow wealth, selling out wasn't the norm. You rode with your clique and you weathered the storm. You stayed true to self from the day you was born, so you could be the realest man whenever you gone.
It's like things ain't the same no more. Shit has changed. Whack niggas getting on, fucking up the lanes. Wearing tight jeans and feminizing the game. It's like the shit ain't the same. Like things ain't the same no more. Shit has changed. Whack niggas getting on, fucking up the lanes. Wearing tight jeans and feminizing the game. It's like the shit ain't the same.
100 bands in the duffel. Got it off a block cause a nigga struggle. Moving that way, but gon' flex some muscle. Get it poppin' every day, all my niggas hustle. 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 Posted in the kitchen, whipping up a chicken. Think about them days, about the better living. About to put myself in a good position. Nigga played with my moolah, wind up missing. Man, my whip game is foreign. Polo Ralph Lauren, this rap game I'm scoring. You bitch ass niggas is snoring. About to kick your door in, ready for the warring. Leave you face down on the flooring. I be whipping through zone 6 when I be pushing that exotic. Ain't no niggas fucking with my niggas cause we got it. Get it out the mud cause we got that good product. Judge in my right hand, don't make a nigga pop it. We get it poppin', any means. Malcolm X about the cream. 45 with the beam, shoot him in the sleep, that's a wet dream. I'm getting richer, see the picture. Try to run off, my shooter's gonna hit ya. 100 bands in the duffel. Got it off a block cause a nigga struggle. Moving that way, but gon' flex some muscle. Get it poppin' every day, all my niggas hustle. All my niggas hustle. All my niggas hustle. All my niggas hustle.
Check it.
All my niggas hustle.
I keep the grind like it's my time. Reap what's mine and redefine. Hustle speed like feet to fire. City live is the empire. Say what? And I be kinda feeling it. Say what? Yeah, I'm young, black and killing it. We test it out, we reel it in. Known throughout as realest men. Know some more, please fill us in. They compete, we still gon' win. You catch a drip, blows out that slip. Amateurs ain't got that gift. Scrambling, cause here comes rent. Man, y'all suckers trip. I be on it, you be broken. Catchin' poppin', I be profin'. I be chillin', you be smoking. All your product chasing, go swing. I'll break you down like elbows. Flash you once, get knocked, you see me rockin' shell toes.
100 bands in the duffel. Got it off a block cause a nigga struggle. Moving that way, but gon' flex some muscle. Get it poppin' every day, all my niggas hustle. All my niggas hustle. All my niggas niggas hustle, hustle, hustle. All my niggas hustle.
Yo, Ray's arrived. City live. They don't know. I gotta tell them. Yeah. Yo. Let them know. Yeah. Check it. Yeah. Yo. Check it. I don't know what you think this is. Oh yeah, we got that vibe while you roll that mid. Talking to a slick, bring it back to the crib. And later on that night I might get up in the ribs. I don't know what you think this is. City live with them hits and we up in this bitch. Trying to feed us a bone, yeah, that's lunch to a pit. You're looking for your next meal, we have to get rich. I don't know what you think this is. So you mad at success cause we handled our biz. But that's the key of life, more fly than meteorites. My media life, split 16s in this mic. I don't know what you think this is. Set the groundwork we sparked when you didn't have the heart. And now we got the props that you wish you got. Sitting right here at the top like this is us. So here we go. I don't know what you think this is. And let them know. I don't know what you think this is. So here we go. I don't know what you think this is. You ain't scared to put in work, you better get it how you live. So here we go. I don't know what you think this is. And let them know. I don't know what you think this is. So here we go. I don't know what you think this is. And if they really need to know, you better rep your play. I don't know what you think this is. Might loosen on my grip, but I never ever slip. Shoot the dialect straight from the hip, no clip. Keep it off for reload and aim with one eye open. I don't know what you think this is. Might call Lindsay home, but we taking them trips. Might flip the script and slide through overseas. The world is my oyster from the seas to the sofas. Put it on a poster for the fronters and the posers. Rip them out the culture. This is for my soldiers, the ones who got wiser as they got a little older. The rest can hit the quota, not one iota. I don't know what you think this is. You can live for the moment that your ignorance is bliss. You might not get the gist, but I'll break it down a bit. Everything I spit is real, the rest is counterfeit. So here we go. I don't know what you think this is. And let them know. I don't know what you think this is. So here we go. I don't know what you think this is. You ain't scared to put in work, you better get it how you live. So here we go. I don't know what you think this is. And let them know. I don't know what you think this is. So here we go. I don't know what you think this is. And if they really need to know, you better rep your play.
And we are live.
Oh shit! They can hear my voice again, yo.
Oh Lord!
House once again.
They can hear my voice again.
It's the effing podcast. I am Branson.
I am B.D.U.B.
Kelli Jo-Jo.
Somebody
Me llamo Budha.
Somebody back in the building. Somebody is back and excited to be here.
Tanto.
He is super excited to
Tanto.
be here.
You
It's
know you must have had a
definitely
good trip to be
have
excited
him
to be back in Raleigh.
in the building. Definitely good to have my Cody back in the building.
Kelli Jo. That's for all my
Definitely got to
Dominicans.
give our girl Kelli Jo a shout out. She's out on.
She's at a bachelor
location.
Bachelorette.
Out.
Bachelorette party.
Letting the shenanigans.
She better have snuck a damn camera and or her camera phone. She better be recording some of.
Man, you want to know? See, I wasn't even invited, nigga. She
Yeah.
already talking about the show. Like, oh, word, niggas going out tonight. Word, where niggas going to? And it was like,
It's a bachelorette party.
it was like,
You know they
niggas
probably
just look at me all funny and shit. Like I'm just being.
they probably have a bunch of strippers there. And
So, first we got to give our shout out 8th and Fancy for
What's
all
happening?
your adult snacks.
most
Definitely
definitely.
check her out for the lemonade. Got to shout out my guys, Dank Drank.
What's happening?
Definitely got to shout out Alpha Dogs coming back soon.
What's
Be on the
happening?
lookout for that. Anybody else getting a shout out tonight?
I don't have any excessive shout outs. I know
Birthday shout outs, man. That's really what it is. Birthday shout outs and life celebrations, man. That's all we doing.
I know birthdays is coming up. This is, in our family, we have birthday row. And I know birthdays are coming up in the month of August. I know my nephew has a birthday. Buddha got a birthday. My son's got birthdays. The month of August is always.
Yeah, I always know Leo's.
Before I get too into that, remember we gave Buddha and my sis the standard of what black love is now, 17 years.
Yeah.
Well, my parents, that is the standard. So I want to take time out to wish Rock and Jack
It's their anniversary.
a happy
Yeah.
51st.
Anniversary.
51st anniversary. That's how our month of August starts out.
51st.
50.
It's their anniversary.
They're up there with like Ozzie Davis and Ruby D.
51 years of wedded bliss. So I wanted to get that out. You know what I'm saying? Give that shout out. Somebody else getting a shout out. I'm trying to think. Birthday?
Do they deserve one if you don't remember it?
Well, of course, I gotta give one to the my godson's father, Mr. DJ Dingle. But of course,
Got the shout out.
But of course.
DJ Dingle with the birthday shout out. Shout out my guy. I'm thinking, was there anybody else I had to get to? If it is, I'll get back to it. Now, unfortunately, we have to do our RIP.
Oh no.
Every week we have an RIP for some reason.
Yes.
Earlier this week, PeeWee Herman passed away.
That was shocking. Well, not shocking that he died, but
like he was
I thought
70.
Pee-wee was already dead.
Nah. PeeWee just passed away. Like
I
know PeeWee got caught playing with his wee.
nobody remembered. Nobody cares.
And a lot of stuff.
I was say they remember, they just don't care.
Remember it, but you know what I'm saying.
Celebrities have done way worse.
What because I mean, he's a part of the hip hop culture. If you remember
Jolski.
like I do, if you remember like I do, the PeeWee.
Yeah.
They were doing the PeeWee Herman. Like they were.
Well, I mean, I grew up with Pee-wee. I remember Pee-wee's Big Adventure and watching Pee-wee's Playhouse as a kid.
But he had a dance too. Like the Pee-wee, do the Pee-wee. So
he was a major star of the 80s.
he was super major star. So if you know the dance, do it for PeeWee.
I ain't doing
one
that
time.
shit.
Yeah.
You got to do the dance for PeeWee one time.
Shout out Pee-wee Longway, nigga. Fuck that.
Pee-wee Kirkland.
But yeah, so
Pee-wee
RIP
from
to-
House Party.
definitely RIP to PeeWee. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and get into the show tonight. Trump indicted again.
What's new?
Yeah, I'm hearing about that shit all the way in the Dominican Republic. Like, I can't even get away from that shit in the DR.
Trump indicted again. Look, and then it's like this. After a while, after you get so many charges, don't they hold you? Like, if you get so many charges, doesn't...
Hold on, did they do a perk walk or take a pic of this nigga this time or anything?
I don't know if they got a
handcuffs, any of that.
I don't know if they got that yet. But and then he got more indictments to come. And I'm just like, you wouldn't let no other nigga walk around freely like this, and he got all these charges hanging over his head.
This shit corny though, yo. I mean, if you're not really gonna put him in cuffs and do all the shit that you do to criminals when criminals get locked up or indicted or charged. Like, this is bullshit. Like, this is bullshit.
It is corny. And
it sounds good. It don't even look good. It just sounds good.
It's a lot of the dog poodle show. Like, it's
politics.
Politics. And it'll be the first time a president from our country has been locked up. But presidents and premiers from other countries have been locked up before. It's nothing new.
Yeah.
It'll just be the first time here.
Yeah.
Now.
And no one deserves it more than Trump.
Nobody does. And I don't want to get too into the politics and stuff, but, they were talking about he's going to have Secret Service if he gets locked up. The Secret Service is going to be in the prison with him if he gets locked up, because that's what presidents get. They get lifetime Secret Service. So
he's flipping too. The prosecutors in the case have asked the judge to issue a protective order because Trump is appearing to promise revenge against them.
And that's another reason. Like, can you really let this guy be president again, knowing that he is going to be out for blood this time? Like, if he gets back in office, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. And he still got more indictments coming from what they say. I know the Georgia indictment coming. I know that one's definitely going to come down.
Eventually.
That'll be four indictments. There's no way he can avoid.
He's not getting out on everything.
There's no way he can avoid going to prison. It's just not possible. It's just not possible. Like, the Fed conviction rate is 98%. There's no way this man is not going to get out of going to prison. The only thing is with him, though, is why are they still letting him run? Like, why are they letting this man?
As long as he can legally run, he'll always run because he always has a support base.
I got to say this. In the United States, you are innocent until proven guilty. So he is.
Nah, that nigga guilty of something.
He's definitely guilty of everything that they said, but he's innocent until proven guilty. So we wait and we see what happens. Look, I've seen crazier stuff happen. I don't think he's going to dodge all these charges. It's no way possible. And then you got all these people who they'll send them to prison for real.
Yeah.
So, they'll possibly talk because, you're not a president. You don't have that luxury of they'll send you to prison. So a couple of his people probably going to flip on him.
Oh, of course.
A couple of his people.
Trump is a snake, so he hangs around snakes. Everybody's going to snake each other to save their own ass.
And I could see Rudy Giuliani being one of them that flips on him. And Mark Meadows would probably flip on him. Like, I'm deep in this. I sit up, I watch. If you know me, I watch CNN all day. And, this is crazy. Like, we're going to have a former president, go to prison. And then we flip to the other side. And Joe Biden, I just want to get to the next election cycle.
I just want to know the one after that because, whatever happens.
Not this one.
Yeah,
the
8
one
years
after the.
Yeah.
No, 4.
Yeah.
The 4 years. Because I just want to get past this. There's nothing good that's going to come out this election, I don't think. Like, you're going to have 2 old-ass white men running again that you don't want to be president. One of them definitely should be disqualified. The other ones in the field, Republican field, I wouldn't give them the time of day. DeSantis, Haley. I might have to hear Tim Scott just because he's your brother. Just because he's your brother.
Is he?
At least in appearance.
In appearance, here, brother. So at least I don't think I could ever vote for a Republican, but I at least want to hear him. But if he's going to be on this same, Donald Trump,
he's already on that. Well, he's on that bullshit. That's why.
Then you're on that. Then nah. Then I don't want.
Tim Scott ain't it. No.
Then I definitely don't want to hit. I get a kick out of Chris Christie coming on TV. If you ever heard him talk about Donald Trump, and I like him, like, the Republicans who are going to actually put up a fight and at least make a run at president. Nobody going to beat him, but at least make a decent run at it. So we'll see how it plays out. Mm-hmm. Topic switch.
Yes.
Lizzo. Lizzo has been in the news all week.
Yes, she has.
Lizzo has lawsuits being brought against her for, I believe they said she's
created a hostile work environment and engaged in sexual harassment. So that's what the allegations are.
That's what she was doing last week.
Yeah, that's what happened. You were out of town and Lizzo was sexually harassing dancers allegedly.
They said that my girl had dancers eating bananas out of
coochies.
Not just anybody's coochies.
Whose?
Sex worker coochie.
Ew.
Yeah.
So it's already seasoned.
Not just any coochie. They said it was sex worker coochie. Let's identify.
They were spicy bananas.
Man. Then, of course, there's a young lady saying that Lizzo had her dismissed because she was gaining weight. She wasn't, staying in fit and stuff like that. And
what?
Yeah.
What?
Lizzo apparently allegedly was fat shaming.
How?
Her fat dance. Well, her dancers are the same shape as Lizzo.
I think they're smaller, but
no. There's still some big chicks.
Let's be honest. In that business, you're still required to
be fit,
to stick to certain guidelines, regardless of what.
But no,
the star is doing. You see what I'm saying?
Well, Lizzo has denied all the allegations in the Instagram post, saying all this is not true. Now, I don't really believe Lizzo did all of these things. What I think happened were these three dancers did some shit.
Malcontent.
Yeah, and Lizzo had to get rid of them. And these are some big chicks, so they're not going to be going on tour after Lizzo with like Taylor Swift or Beyonce. They're not those type of dancers. They're holding on to dear life for this job. Otherwise, they got to go back to being administrative assistants because these women are not like going to be dancing for a bunch of people. These are some pretty big chicks. You're not going to see them at a Janet Jackson show or a Sierra show backing up any of. So yeah, Lizzo is it. That's all they got.
In one of the groups I'm in, they're calling her R Belly. So I'm like, look, the internet is harsh, bro.
I don't believe the lawsuit anyway.
Lizzo's going to take.
That's funny.
It is funny.
That is funny.
Lizzo's going to take a lot for this, but she probably
not really.
I think she'd still be able to hold on, regardless of what happens.
I don't really believe any of this is really true.
But it definitely smells of malcontent.
I do believe that Lizzo has probably done some shit. I believe Lizzo reads all that shit about her online, and she has to take it out on somebody. And since she ain't got kids, she probably take it out on her dancers. Possibly. I believe in that possibly, but I don't believe she forced people to eat bananas out of stripper coochies. Wouldn't that be a pickled banana?
Strippers aren't necessarily street workers though.
These were sex workers.
That's what I meant. That's what I mean. Strippers aren't necessarily sex workers.
Strippers are sex workers.
They're sex workers.
They sell sex.
Anything that has to do.
That's
with
considered
sex.
a sex worker.
Yes.
Yes, a stripper is a sex worker.
Yes, sir.
Wow, times have changed.
Yeah, anything that doesn't require
definitions.
She's giving off sexual vibes.
Strippers are sex workers.
Super sex worker. She
they're literally selling you on the idea of sex.
Prostitute.
Yes, that's a sex work. That's a sex worker.
See,
They're all sex workers.
Solely prostitute.
They're all sex workers.
There's porn stars.
Porn stars
That's
are
a sex
sex
worker.
workers.
Yeah, that's sex.
Prostitutes
They're
are sex
fucking.
workers.
Okay,
Strippers are
fucking.
sex
They're
workers.
They're
actual
emulating
penetration.
dances. Like they're just
No, they're
dancing sexual.
while butt ass naked. You know, that's a sex worker. They're selling the idea of sex.
She's
And who's to say they ain't gonna give you some sex if the money ain't right? They're strippers.
are
They're not
definitely sex
nuns.
workers. Strippers are definitely sex workers.
Strippers are sex workers.
So I can't
So
call them
when
entrepreneurs no
we
more.
were back younger.
I thought they were entrepreneurs.
Oh,
No.
so when we were younger,
Sex workers are entrepreneurs.
Shout out
that's-
all the strip clubs.
That's
in the
a
back.
Is this a
See,
question we
that's a
need to
different
ask?
Shout
video.
out. See, maybe I was looking at y'all wrong. Y'all were entrepreneurs. I was looking at y'all as sex workers.
You see what I'm saying? Like
Strippers are sex
I
workers.
didn't know. Yo, that's a real loose definition right
But-
there. But okay.
but-
I mean, I'm not going to argue
Can I-
with you.
can I tell a stripper
I know
story?
strippers
Anything
that don't
that'll
sell.
disappoint your father is a sex worker.
Can I tell a stripper story though?
Right.
I was in Mr. Lucky's one.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, you can say whatever you want now because Mr. Lucky's been shut down for
Mr.
years.
Lucky's been gone forever.
Oh, it's
Because
like
I was in there
Brothers
at
3.
16, 17,
Okay, yeah.
yo.
Look, Mr.
Yeah, I was in there like
Lucky's
15,
was a right
16,
to
17,
pass
nigga.
in Columbia.
Either
in-
Mr.
in
Lucky's
the
or Stompers.
90s. Like,
It was either or.
Like it was a right to pass that if you were a young black male in that area, you had to go there. Like,
had
you
to.
did.
Lucky's.
Mr.
Lucky's?
You had
That
to go.
sounds
Or the
like a
Stompers.
place.
It was one or the other.
So I'm at Mr. Lucky's, and I saw some of my first in Mr. Lucky's.
Oh,
Some of my first. The first time I saw,
What's your first?
I didn't see her put it in there,
Oh.
but I saw the 8-ball come out.
Wow.
I didn't see her put it in there, but I did see it come back out. That's when I knew they were sex workers.
That's a sex worker.
Like,
Yeah, and that's a stripper.
No, that's a sex worker.
Oh.
I saw the box drink beer and shoot it back out. Look.
That's just an entertainer.
Shout out this Met. Like, oh my gosh, growing up in the Met was amazing.
Oh, they'll never
But
understand.
anyway, back to Lizzo. So I don't think it's really going to hurt her.
I don't think so
I
either.
think-
I don't think it's a real lawsuit, but I do believe there's some truth in it. I do believe maybe once or twice she's created a hostile place.
Oh, more than likely. More definitely.
Like I said, you know, she can't take her anger out on children because she doesn't have any. She can't do it on dogs because then white people will see that and then they'll like cancel her for real. So she probably takes it out on her dancers.
And I mean, honestly, Lizzo got one of those fan bases, whether you want to admit it or not.
Oh yeah, they're
She
gonna.
has one of those. Beyonce, Cardi, she has one of those.
I think Lizzo will lose her fan base if she loses weight. I think being fat is just as much a part of her identity as her music.
I don't know.
I bet you to the point like
'Cause
white women will feel betrayed.
There's been some other celebrities who have lost weight, and I think they
Don't
kept
say
their-
Adele because Adele is in a completely different box than Lizzo and how she's viewed publicly.
Ain't that the one that's with Rich?
Yeah, Rich Paul. She lost weight, but I'm just saying that's not a good example because
I'm just saying there have been people that have lost weight that have maintained.
Monique.
But see, Monique was saying some wild shit. That's where she was losing her fan base at. I think Monique looks good now, actually. I just think she was saying, you know, some stuff that people were disagreeing with. That's why she lost her or some of her fan base.
Well, she built her identity off.
What about
of being
Kelly Price?
huge. Kelly
I
Price.
was going to say Kelly Price, but
Was she ever big enough to like not have?
Kelly Price was she's always pretty though. Like Kelly Price.
No, I'm talking about her
I don't
fan
think she
base.
lost- that was the thing. Is her fan base like that?
Yeah. I mean, I think there's always going to be a certain amount of fans that appreciate your talent and will stick by you as long as the talent
the
is
fan
there.
bases we're talking about, this Cardi B, Beyonce, that.
No,
thing-
I think Lizzo's identity is wrapped in being overweight. So if she loses weight, there's going to be a lot of hurt white women. Because Monique didn't really cater to white women. Lizzo caters to fat white women, and there's a gang of them in the United States.
Well, we shall see where this goes.
I've seen it happen on the internet before. I've seen those plus size models lose weight, and then her fan base be like, "Oh, we feel betrayed."
I mean, I definitely could see that happening, but
like she got a fucking healthy blood pressure now, so we feel betrayed by her healthiness. I've seen it happen. That's kind of why I keep the pudge on. There's a certain group of B.D.U.B admirers that would feel betrayed if I got real thin.
Shout out to all our loyal, faithful viewers. Shout out to all our new viewers. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. Watching on Facebook, tell a friend, share it. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all want to know something crazy?
What's up?
I like crazy. What's crazy?
I'm thinning up. I hope I ain't losing motherfucking fans.
I've been thinning up. I've been thinning up for the
wet, nigga. You know, I used to fluctuate around 210. 215.
I would love to be that way right now.
Bro, I'm down to 185.
See, I thought it was just me. I've gone back and looked at old shows that we've done. And the Charlotte show, my face was big as hell.
It was?
Yes. The Charlotte show we did, my face was big as hell. You didn't go with us to Charlotte. But yeah, now I'm down to like 185, somewhere like that. And I'm trying to bulk up. But this heat ain't gonna let you do nothing. This heat is relentless. You said you what?
I lose weight in the
That's
heat.
What I'm saying. I'm trying to gain weight.
Oh.
But this heat ain't gonna let me gain no
bro,
weight.
You're trying to gain weight, and all you need to do is eat red meat
late.
And just lay around and
eat
stuff
red
like
meat
that.
And eat late.
I just for some
and
reason,
fried food and shit.
Yeah,
like that.
eat late.
Late.
After
hours.
I want to stay healthy.
Like when I go home after doing these fucking networking joints.
We'll start lifting weights and bulk up.
But we'll see how.
This nigga don't use them weights. I gave him 20s a while.
I do be losing them. I be
losing
them.
Whatever.
Get some resistance bands. I do resistance bands workouts every day.
We'll see where I'm at in December. I need about 20 pounds though. All right, topic switch.
Yep.
Cardi B.
Oh yeah.
Cardi B was throwing not the mic drop, the mic throw.
Yep. I didn't get to see the video because the internet.
Well, allegedly, what happened was Cardi B said it was hot in here, something to the extent or something like that. And I guess like a couple of minutes later, one of the patrons at the show decided to cool her down some. And I guess in turn, Cardi B threw the mic at her or him, whoever it was. I think it was a lady though.
It was in Vegas and she was performing.
But did she hit the actual target? Because that's one of the main things when joints like that happen.
That's some really like I mean I understand, but like to throw the mic.
But Branson, no, fuck that. I know, and this is a serious question.
Look, that shit,
out of all because I know it was thousands of people, did she hit the right person? Like that's all that matters in that scenario.
I don't know.
That's
because
all that
that's
matters.
a lawsuit if she didn't.
No charges.
No charges with. Oh, did that mean she pinpoint? Fucking,
she identified who did
she
it
identified
and
accurately assessed the scenario and pegged them. So I commend her on that. Mm-hmm. That's what I mean by that. Like, man, these people are losing their fucking mind, yo. These people are losing their fucking mind.
Who? Like the
who's throwing shit
or the mic thrower? Like
who is throwing shit at an artist performing?
I mean, like you.
Think about it.
I see what you're saying, but you have to.
You really got the balls.
You don't know what they're throwing. It could be pee. It could be anything they're throwing on you. You right.
You're throwing something at me while I'm working.
You right.
I'm working. Y'all actually paid to see me work. And you gonna throw something at me, yo? Oh, dead ass. Bro. Like, I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. I guess I'm just from a different era, different generation.
Thing is that's that love and hip hop era. Niggas didn't throw drinks.
Bro,
like
imagine
that. Like, people ain't throw drinks like that until that love and hip hop era
all
started.
the niggas out here, right? Who the fuck would you really dare to throw a drink at from our generation? Like, would you throw a drink at Busta Bus?
Nah.
Would you throw a drink at
some of them niggas is coming into the crowd?
You see what I'm saying? Like, even with some of these niggas security guards these days, like, who you?
Yeah.
Like y'all,
like because them dudes were going to come in the crowd, like regardless.
I'm coming in the crowd, dude. It's a whole. That's why it's just different, man. Like I don't know. I don't know what happened to people where they feel now you are, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just something, it's not, and that's not even entitlement. That's just unmitigated gall.
It is. You know, it's
you got some audacity.
But, you know, a lot of people are line steppers now, though. Like, a lot of people are habitual line steppers.
Oh, there's plenty of line stepping with Cardi B. You know, there was another scandal with her a couple days later. Apparently, Cardi B was at a concert, and she was slammed for a wardrobe malfunction as she gyrated in front of an audience while Commando, without her underwear on, as onlookers spotted a tampon string hanging from her private area. She was wearing a short skirt and nothing underneath it.
And see, this is where is it because she's Commando A? Is it she's Commando and she's got a whatchamacallit hanging out, allegedly B? Like
a tampon string.
So which is it? Are you more that it was Commando or it's
what's the real outrage over?
Yeah, like what would be the real outrage
or hey, don't forget C. Maybe it's just a publicity stunt to keep people talking.
Oh, I see it.
That's disgusting.
I got the video.
I don't want to. Don't even.
So that's my question. No, I'm good. But my question is, what are you offended about? Are you offended about her going Commando, or are you offended about the string?
It's both, because you wouldn't see the string if she wasn't Commando.
True indeed.
Cardi B tampon string sticking out her cooch.
But I think they wouldn't.
At least that shit was it runny?
I don't think
you see what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think it would have been much of a do like that if it was just Commando, though.
Why are you staring at her cooch?
Because it's her cooch.
I'm just saying, why are people staring at her cooch?
Why wouldn't you stare at her cooch?
I don't think it's as big of a deal if it's Commando. I think it's the string hanging out.
The string hanging out is because she was Commando. We wouldn't know she was Commando unless she...
I'm just saying, if she was Commando and we take away the string, it's not... Really
it's not a problem. You're right. But there's a string hanging out your ass. Yeah. And
it's
that's
still
problematic.
Yeah, that's super problematic.
You're on dirty girl time, Cardi.
I mean, it's natural. It's natural.
I mean, it's natural, but
you shouldn't be running out like that, because
you don't want to throw your
and I don't have any right to
Flora,
because this is a woman's thing. You know, I like
nigga.
But
when you throwing your stringers out and your cooches in everybody's face because you Commando, that's in everybody's problem. That's my
covered.
problem.
That's
now if I'm there.
It should have been covered.
You know, it smell like fish too.
Drake earned $5 million from one show.
He did? When was this?
That is what I've read a couple of places. I think that's the highest grossing, like the highest amount any artist has ever made.
What, for
maybe
one
next
concert?
to Beyonce?
Yeah, Beyonce already did that.
Hip hop. I want to say. I want to say hip hop. Then.
Yeah.
You know, we're hip hop. Let me say hip hop then. $5 million. That's a pretty good haul for one night. For one night of work. Probably about 2 hours tops, and that's a lot of work. Like for him, like probably an hour maybe.
Well, how long was it?
I didn't see how long it was. I just read that he made $5 million from a show and stuff like that, which I could see it like.
I mean, it's possible. Drake is probably.
When they said the dude was coming to Dreamville.
Drake? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when they said Drake was coming to Dreamville, I was like, so I could see him making that kind of money for one show. He's that big.
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt his talent or his money making. I'm just not a huge Drake fan.
So, I'm gonna go off of script of what I wrote down.
Okay.
I was in the bed last night watching TV and stuff, and I was watching something on the XXL Freshman
What?
over the past 10 years, I think they said.
Yeah.
Where now it's irrelevant. Before it used to be an honor to go up there, and now like
nobody reads XXL.
I mean, well, no, nobody reads XXL anymore. But I just don't think and a couple of the people they've put out have spawned off really good careers. Like a couple of people have spawned off some really great careers off of. I want to say Kendrick was up there.
He might have.
And just looking at it now and seeing how much it's died off, I was like, XXL really wasn't ever that big to me like that.
No, it
not
was
to you,
big
but
at
it
one
was.
point.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it wasn't
big.
because a lot of, dude, like, I was exposed to a lot of this new generation that these people love and like a lot of these little, like the ones I don't personally like the ones I have.
They came off of XXL.
A lot of them.
Look, I was watching, looking at these classes, from each year, and I'm like, okay, I've heard some of these
names
off of this list. Then I listened to some of the freestyles.
Oh God.
And the thing is, those freestyles don't even do their career justice.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. The freestyles that they did that actually put them, I guess, to get them there. Man, them shits are terrible.
That was some of it's like the dunk contest back in the day. They just need to get rid of it. Replace it with another
new one.
Replace it with the skills challenge.
We'll go into that a little later because I saw something.
The XXL
we could talk some sports a little bit. I saw something that might be interesting. Topic switch.
Okay.
Is Juicy Big's most popular song?
I think Hypnotized is a little bit.
I'm going to throw a curveball. I'm going to let Budha answer, and I'm going to throw a curveball. And this is, and you wouldn't think this would be his most popular song, but when I say this song, you're going to be like, it possibly could be.
What?
Budha, what's your answer real quick before I give mine? Big's most popular song. Is it Juicy? It can be no, and then give me your answer. You said Hypnotized.
I would say Hypnotized just because it banged in the club.
Really like Hypnotized.
I was never a fan of
That's
Hypnotized.
what I was going to say. Just as far as
but I mean, it's better in the clubs.
Hypnotized had to grow on me a lot. I hated that.
Juicy was more raw. Like Juicy was more like the more thorough, authentic.
Okay,
but Hypnotized was more
Hypnotized.
It was
danceable.
A commercial. It was
you give me your answer?
Biggie. And Biggie had a decent catalog.
Oh, he did. Like, I'm gonna give you some options, and then I'm gonna throw mine in there.
Because one of my favorites is not a commercialized song from Biggie.
My favorite is
my shit with Trey Lee. So don't.
We get down,
bruh.
We get down.
No. If you don't want to die, keep your hands high.
I'm on Trey Lee joint. The song Big did for his album. Okay, boom. So.
And that shows you, because I know a lot of niggas like, who the fuck is Trey Lee? Like, Trey Lee's one of the illest niggas that used to be out that didn't really get on and popular like this. But he had some fucking jams.
Philly rap.
Trey Lee or Tracy Lee?
Tracy, it's the same person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bro,
Lee. We get down. Oh.
I know.
It's party time.
Everywhere the rock.
Oh, it's
okay,
party.
so back to... You said your favorite Big song was
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable's dope. Okay. My favorites are Machine Gun Funk and Everyday Struggle. But what I think Big's most popular song is, and y'all are probably going to disagree, but when
it's with Method Man, probably.
The what? Nah. I'm going to say his Big's most popular song, 10 Crack Commandments.
No.
It come on
and on some drug shit though. That's not a universe. You can't. I mean, I feel you on that.
As much as you want to,
it's quoted and referenced a lot.
As much as you want to say, but to me, I was like, as soon as the dare beat,
you don't even gotta hear the beat. You can hear the scratch in it.
Yeah.
As soon so that's why I was like, Juicy, one more chance. One more chance might be his most popular.
No, I still think Hypnotized is more popular.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like as far as popularity,
yeah, because this is most to me.
That was a Diddy-driven song.
Track.
It was a commercialized track,
and so plus it was video. It was a big budget video. Yeah, because that was
on some movie type theatrical shit. You know what I mean? On some fat James Bond nigga shit, nigga. Like with the Versace shirt.
But I'm with y'all. I never really liked Hypnotized.
Like he was walking the cadence like a pool stick.
I was so disappointed when I heard Hypnotized. You have no idea. I was like,
I hate the hook
because the video was fire. Like, oh, that video dope. But this song is like,
what is this? But it grew on me. It grew on me after a while.
It was forced on you, like a lot of other records.
Yeah,
it definitely.
I still don't like it like that. It's just, but I mean, I acknowledge it's probably his most commercially accessible song.
It's forced on you. As much as it's been played, you know that song back and forth. But I want to throw the sleeper in 10 Crack Commandments because we kind of know that song back and forth as well.
That's when people actually used to listen to lyrics and try to memorize lyrics for real. Like, I don't know what the hell they doing these days. I don't know. A lot of this shit that they doing these, it's not going to be remembered for like 10, 20 years. The kids at my job,
I give them the aux occasionally. Occasionally, I give the kids at my job the aux. And boy, when I tell you they play, I'd be like, how do you listen to these dudes whining? How do you listen to these guys whining
whining and crying
all song, like all the
because
whole
they're drug addicts.
The whole they're just whining and crying. And before they got started, they were like, well, you know, Pac and them were, and I was like, but they were saying stuff behind their whining and crying. We have to decipher what's going on behind y'all's whining and crying. Like I can't keep up with it. You know, I try to listen to it. I always call myself the old guy because I try to listen to stuff, give it a chance. And it just, Now.
I keep telling you what to say.
The dude you put me on, I've checked his little catalog out. He kind of hot.
Ooh.
F&F Chop.
Yo.
Hey. Look. I went and checked a couple of songs out by my boy.
Walk down, bro. I'll tell you.
He got this one called, he's all right. I like him.
I'm assuming whenever he gets his
he's
freedom,
the young dude, but and it's not really bars like that. It's just
the energy.
It's just energy.
It's the energy, and you can feel the authenticity in it.
And he rhyming. and the simple. He's rhyming.
The little nigga. It's just little street shit, nigga.
And the beat, his beats is. Yeah, like I kind of like him. I ain't going front.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you get a chance, check him out. I will say
check him out.
I'm gonna tell you the first one you gotta open yourself up to is Walk 'Em Down.
Walk 'Em Down. That's what you put me on. And now when I played it at work, the kids looked and was like, "What is you listening to?" Like, yeah. I know a little something. Before we go and get off into other topics, there's one topic that I want to touch.
Okay.
Before we get off music. Now.
You still said R. Belly. That's still funny though.
I saw R. Belly and I just whatever.
That's funny.
The internet's vicious,
that's
man.
Funny.
Okay. My boy made an announcement in February that he was dropping an album in August. Cool. So I'm going to be big mad if Benny album does not drop Friday. Why would you tell me in February that you're going to drop an album in August? Don't push it back. And Wes already pushed his back. So I know that Benny going to push his back. I'm going to be mad as fuck. I promise you.
You know what's funny? I haven't heard you bring up Griselda in a minute, so I'm proud of you.
You know what I'm saying? I have been bobbing out to Conway. They do have this chick up, Seven the Genius. Is that her name? She's dope. Like, you know, I still listen to. But Griselda, I think we had the conversation. Griselda opens me up to other acts.
Yeah,
Sauce
because
Walker.
they're collective, yo. I'm telling you, like it's like how the native tongue used to be.
Sauce Walker. I heard
Sauce
a couple
is dope.
I heard a couple of Sauce tracks with Griselda. Let me go check my man.
Bro, you
out.
got it. Sauce
is
dope as hell.
Dope.
Sauce is dope,
Walker is dope. Don't get the credit he really deserves. Sauce is dope.
Yeah, he does. The hell, bro, don't do that. See, what happens is because we're in this part of North Carolina. That's the only reason. We're in this particular region of the Carolina area or the East Coast where the dopest music we don't get or we don't appreciate until it's too late. Because a lot, nigga, even when Kendrick was hot when he first came out here, they did this nigga wrong.
Oh, yeah, when they had him at Central.
Bro, they did this nigga so wrong. And I still remember that from years ago, my nigga. And I wasn't even a big Kendrick fan, but just how they did that nigga back then, nigga, I'm like, yo, that's still Kendrick Lamar,
Kendrick
though.
Lamar right here, and y'all.
It's still Kendrick, nigga. You know what I mean? So it's like, even with Little Brother, nigga, like.
Little Brother does not get anywhere near the credit that they deserve.
That is
but no, I will because they made the top 50 groups. I didn't even think they make that. So that's a start.
I did.
But they definitely don't get the recognition they deserve as a group.
And especially being from here. But like I'm saying, it's just because we're in this particular area, what tracks are even played on the radio that you're forced to hear on a regular, if you still listen to the radio, on a regular, like it's all of that. All of that cause think about it. When you go to Atlanta, what are they playing?
Atlanta shit.
Atlanta's a whole different market.
But that's my point.
Atlanta,
we're starting to play Carolina artists out here now, but as far as like just the global range of artists, man, that shit's still force fed with the smallest playlists available to these program directors. Like I don't know how to, I can't, you know what I mean? I don't know how to change that. But man, Sauce Walker been around. He's very dope.
Sauce is super dope. And they opened me up to Rome. Rome is dope.
Rome Streets?
Yeah, Rome is dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, that Griselda's opened me up to some cats that I might not have listened to otherwise. Oh, what was Fred the Godson? My man put me on to him. He was dope. He was super dope. All right, let's do some sports.
Okay.
What?
Cool.
What up, Kelli Jo?
Fuck the Cowboys.
Fuck the Cowboys.
So you were talking about the dunk contest earlier. How it was. Well, they've started doing something a little different. I was watching on TV the other day, and it is kind of like the dunk contest, but the difference is there's a defender there to block your dunk.
Wait a minute. What is this for?
What is this called?
I mean, is this?
I forgot what I was watching.
What, isn't it slam ball or something?
No, this is real.
Yo, slam ball is fun as fuck to watch too, though.
Yeah, but no, this is real basketball. No trampolines, no nothing. What it is the dude tried to do his dunk on somebody else. Would you be interested
to watch that? Man, fuck yes. Catching bodies. They should just call that body the body
is this
bag
for the All-Star game?
I think they could use it for the All-Star game.
That sounds stupid as hell because of injuries.
But I was just about to say, it has to be on some, you got to be on some cautious shit. Because if you just up there, you don't want to get embarrassed, you just going to undercut a nigga, dog.
Yeah.
But when I saw it the other night, I was like, that's kind of an innovative
concept. Sounds dumb as hell, man.
So are they standing under the rim, or are they trying to run up? Are they trying to run up to him and block it, or are they standing under the rim to block it? Like,
I believe he took like maybe 2 steps to try to block it. The dunker gets his dunk, but you get like 2 steps to try to block it. You're saying it's dumb. I'm saying
because of the injury risk.
I see the injury risk, but think about it. What a bot, bro.
How many more dunks are we really going to come up with?
No, there's millions of dunks to do.
Yeah, there's
to
tons
come up like brand new dunks that you
have. You can incorporate props. Come on,
there's
man.
Millions of dunks.
Other people. Yes.
Catching a body would be different, though.
I know,
but it's injuries.
That would be amazing. Now that sounds. You got to put me onto that. That should be called a body bag league.
I got this other thing I want to put you on.
Maybe the big 3. You could do that.
The big 3?
Dude, they too old.
They barely dunk it anymore.
My shins hurt, so I know they shins hurt.
I think I saw Kenya Martin lay the ball up. Now, in what life have you ever seen Kenya Martin lay the ball up?
That's some very odd
Mr. Bearcat himself.
Like, what life have you ever seen Kenya Martin lay the ball up? So, I'd be kind of interested in to see niggas trying to dunk on niggas. That would be interesting.
Especially if it's a 10-foot goal for real.
Yeah, like real basketball. My vote. Like, none of that slam ball. Like, slam ball is dope, though. It is.
Some of them niggas know how to use that trampoline.
Timing is everything. Slam ball is dope.
Yeah, I watch slam ball.
Dame is still in Portland.
I'm not surprised.
Odd.
Okay. You said really odd?
Yeah, I thought they would have got rid of him by now.
How? For what? Because you got to give up. You still got to give up something for him.
Let's be honest. Do teams really want Dame like that besides Miami?
Mm-hmm.
Who? Go to the Wizards.
We take him in a heartbeat.
Contending teams.
That's not the question.
I'm sorry.
So watch your mouth. No. You already asked the question.
The Brooklyn Nets.
With the exception of the Lakers, contending teams. What other contending team really is like? Damn, because like you said,
you said the Lakers.
And
the Heat.
You know who we forgot? Fucking Bleak, nigga. That's who it was.
Listen, and see,
Fred VanVleet.
Nah,
nigga,
my man,
nigga, Bleak.
Happy birthday,
happy
my
born,
guy.
yo.
You know
That's who
Look,
it was.
I knew,
bro.
Something was sitting not right with me, and I knew that it was somebody's
You know why? I also
birthday.
remember not just but looking at the phone because he said something. He's the only other nigga.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of people who've contacted me, but he's one of the only other niggas who I actually see utilizing their passport on a regular basis.
He just came back stateside too,
and
so
going to the places that I know he knows, and he knows I know
to him within the
about.
next 48 hours.
That's
about his
shout
trip
out to
that
Bleak,
he just
yo.
took.
Shout
Happy
out
birthday,
to
my guy. Happy birthday,
born,
my
bro.
guy, man. Love you.
All right,
that's my guy.
All right, now back to the team.
We were on, but nobody wants Dame. Like with the
You're
exception
still
of the
lying.
Lakers.
You're still lying.
Any
What about the Heat?
championship and the Heat. But other than that, you have to give too much up for Dame.
That's the issue. But they
have
still
to
want
give
him.
up too much
Everybody
for
want
Dame.
anybody.
What if he
want
goes
Dame.
to
You
San
change
Antonio
the
with
dynamic
Wemby?
of your whole team. You say what?
What if he goes to San Antonio?
You don't have enough
I
players
don't.
on San Antonio to send me.
All
for
you got
Dame.
is cap space. That's all the fuck you gonna have is cap
Unless
space.
you're sending me Popovich. Like, you don't.
What about
Unless you're sending me Greg Popovich.
They should trade Dame for Kyrie in Dallas, and he would be a better piece with Luka. Would he? Would that even work?
Because we're
something
still
else gonna have to go.
You're still not
Something
getting
else
any
gonna have
D,
to go, though.
Like it's probably you're still getting put out second round in Dallas because you don't have.
Yeah,
any
you
D.
just
like
suck.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, so boom, Denver just won the chip. Is Dame enough of a game changer to put your team over? He can't guard Jokic. That's
Who can guard
killed you.
Dame though?
You say, huh?
Who can guard Dame?
Okay, so he goes to Miami.
I'm just saying.
Guess who's still down there guarding Jokic?
Who can? It goes both ways. No, everybody needs help.
Damn, like, so you get in Dame, yeah, that helps a little, but I don't think it puts you over to beat Denver or, I don't even know if you beat Boston again. I don't know.
Boston's not going to be the same. They lost some. They lost a lot of defense.
They lost Smart, and who was the big dude that was talking noise to Butler when Butler went off? Greg Williams, was that his name?
Robert Williams, Grant Williams.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, they lost him.
That's
too.
a tank there too. Yeah, that's a big boy.
He's a big part of their team.
He's a wide body.
James Harden is still with the Sixers.
Yeah,
I don't know what. I don't know.
Y'all need him.
I kind of want him to go.
No, you don't. You want him to. You want Fat Boy to stay. You want Pudgy to stay.
I'm stuck.
You want
Why are
Lil
you
Pudgy to
stuck?
stay.
Because he wants to go to the Clippers, but the Clippers acting like they're not going to send us Paul George. We're not sending you Harden then. Like,
Why don't you exchange him for Kawhi?
Ooh,
how many
the
games
shot.
How many games has
It
Kawhi
don't
played
matter.
in the
You
past
save
3
him for the
years?
playoffs.
Let me get you reenacted.
How many games has Kawhi played in the past 3 years?
It don't matter as long as they have him during the playoffs.
And you're right. Buddha's right. They would not have him in Philly. They would not have him in Philly.
Not after that shot.
Kawhi could
Not
not.
after that shot he hit,
Kawhi
nigga.
could not play in Philly.
Nigga, that's a
Cannot play
T-shirt.
in
Nigga, that's a
Philly.
logo.
He cannot play in Philly.
Bruh, that nigga was just like,
Why can't he play in Philly?
That shot he hit
Shot.
to beat us in
The
the
one that hit
playoffs
every
about
piece
3
of the
years ago,
rim.
the one that bounced around.
you don't remember, nigga?
I
The one that
remember.
Embiid
I
jumped
know.
out on.
That nigga was like,
He can't play in Philly. We won't have him. He will
Oh,
never
please.
get any love. He stopped our chances from going to the title. He'll
So?
never get any love.
Isn't that the exact reason you want him on the team?
no, that's why he'll never go there.
He don't play enough games. We don't want him, but he can't go there because he stopped us from getting our chip. They would never love him in Philly. Okay, boom. There was football this week.
It's not real football.
It was still football on.
There were
whether
pads.
it's real or not. So it's gearing us up. That means we're 5 weeks out before the season starts. How do you like your team's chances this year? Saquon came back.
But he's not happy though.
What you mean? He got a lot of money.
He did, but he's not happy. He's gonna be playing with a chip on his shoulder. He's not happy.
He's gonna be playing. Look, in the running back market, I
understand
the way
what
they
you're
doing
saying.
running backs right now, like
Nigga. Okay, so I understand how they're doing running backs, but Saquon is called an offense. I could be honest I can be honest. You're talking about the offense. Just be honest. We're talking about we done got rid of a lot of young weapons that we had, and the illest one was still Kadavius. Like, it's still like, how the fuck?
There's Tony.
Dude, I'm still like, how the fuck? We let him.
And he was young. Got a ring. And this nigga went and got a ring. So how you think y'all gonna do this year?
Not good.
I think we're gonna be decent. And the only reason I say decent is because Daniel Jones has got to be his
number one question. Are y'all going to beat the Cowboys this year?
The Cowboys going to beat themselves. I ain't worried about the Cowboys.
It's been a while since y'all beat the Cowboys.
Bruh.
I think. Are y'all going to beat the Cowboys?
We beat y'all, didn't we?
We were giving games.
I'm just saying.
You're saying away. You got us. You right. I think if I'm going to be
and it depends on our line. Like, it's a lot of. See, it's still a lot of.
Daniel Jones, I think he's going to be better this year.
He has to be.
They gave him a lot of money.
They gave this boy a lot of bread.
He better be, and he got Saquon. So I think Daniel Jones.
That's the offense. But
Saquon
what happens when
stay healthy? Saquon has to stay.
They have to help him stay healthy. Provide him with the necessary blocks and other talents around him that Daniel Jones can hit. Quit getting rid of the motherfucking pieces.
I believe they are
Damn.
second, third place. I might say second in the East.
And then I still remember a lot of drops last season. Like, there were a lot of drops.
Okay.
There were a lot of, like...
playoff team or no?
we're always a playoff contender. Don't ask me
playoff team? Like, so, yeah.
We're definitely in playoff contention. Always in playoff contention.
Let's go ahead to the Commanders.
Yes.
Commodores.
Let's go ahead.
The legendary, soon to be legendary.
How are y'all feeling? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling
about season?
great because we got new ownership, which
that is dope.
The turnaround of the franchise begins with new ownership. We got Magic now, and he's like our mascot. He is a symbol of the Washington Commanders because now the virus that used to plague us can no longer be detected in D.C. because we got rid of it.
It's just undetected.
Yeah.
It didn't go anywhere. The virus is still there. It's just undetected.
Yes.
Y'all last fulfilling season was RG3. Am I right?
Yeah. And but we made it to the playoffs since RG3.
Oh, yeah, with Kurt.
Yeah.
With who?
With Kurt.
Oh.
How you like that? Or how you like me now? Some shit. You like that, don't you?
You like that.
So, okay, I'm glad you brought that up. How you like Sam Howell?
Sam Howell,
UNC product.
I'm not excited, but he's part of my squad. I have no choice but to root for him and hope for the best. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Lunch meat.
I don't think he's terrible. He's got to show and prove at this point. I'm eager to see what the Commanders are gonna do this year.
That boy up like lunch meat.
Is Carson Wentz still there?
Carson Wentz, is he? I don't know. I have to research. I am not up on
who's the D-line y'all got? Chase.
Yeah, Chase Young. Chase, that's all we need.
Is he healthy this year?
Yes.
He's a beast. That boy's a
Chase Young is healthy and ready to do his thing on the defensive line. Okay. All you quarterbacks out there,
really
beware.
Been a question mark, though. It was never him.
He was hurt last year.
That's what I'm saying, but it was never him.
Yeah, he was hurt last year.
So, are y'all a playoff team this year?
Of course, yes. We were a playoff team a couple of years ago. We're not that bad of a squad. We just got rid of some trash that was holding us back in the upper office.
Y'all had some bad luck.
Yeah.
It's been some bad luck because the dude y'all drafted a running back a couple years ago got hurt.
Yeah.
The Commodores, Commanders, they have had some bad luck.
I said the Commodores. Mm-hmm. No, Lionel Richie and shit.
I mean, QB. if y'all come in last place, that's what we're going to call y'all this year.
It don't matter. We're not a bad squad. We got Rivera running things, so I mean, it's not going to be that bad of a season.
You reaching?
Boy. Didn't he take the Panthers to the Super Bowl?
Oh boy,
you reaching?
Let me put it like
no
this.
longer in Carolina.
So you're saying that because to me this is Ron Rivera's. You're getting fired this year if y'all don't do anything.
Of course, isn't this his what, third or fourth season?
This is his. You're getting fired if you don't do anything season.
Nah, remember there's new ownership, so there's going to be a lot of changes.
Surprisingly, they didn't fire him then.
Nah, you got to give him another year. Dan Snyder is a distraction.
No. I think what might happen is because who's y'all OC now? Isn't B.D.U.B y'all OC?
I believe so.
Okay, I could see Rivera getting fired for B.D.U.B. I definitely could. We'll see how this year plays out. So I saved all that. Best for last. We're going to talk about the Birds. Go Birds.
Oh, God.
We're going to be amazing this year. Jalen Hurts has been killing it in camp. You know what? Let's do a little dip to Cowboys camp. Trayvon Diggs called Cowboys starting quarterback a bitch.
Oh, Dak Prescott?
Yes.
Oh, he is.
Oh, yeah.
He's an interception throwing
Dallas
out.
Cowboy camp called him a bitch. When he called him a bitch, it felt like he had been holding that in for a minute.
Shut your bitch ass up.
That's exactly what he said. That's exactly how he said it.
Oh, well, I mean, it's Dak Prescott, so, I mean, I understand.
That was a look at Cowboys camp. Anyway, so I believe that we're definitely playoff bound. I definitely believe we're playoff bound.
And just so you know, shout out Alpha Dogs.
Oh, definitely shout out Alpha Dog. Look, I have a lot. If you ever watch my page, stuff
And
like that,
shout
when
out
I talk,
Rated R,
when I talk noise and stuff, I have a lot of Cowboy. It's just a lot of Cowboy fans in general,
And I don't know why.
it's just a lot of bandwagon ass Cowboy fans in general. Please don't ever let me have to see the Cowboys win another, because oh my God, it's going to be the most unbearable.
We them boys.
It's going to be the most
They got the
unbearable.
the shittiest owner in sports, so you know they're not going to win.
I just don't think they're good enough to win. Like,
They have a squad, they just can't get it together. I think it's that.
They are their own work. They're self imploding every time, yo.
How you go from Romo to Dak? That's a terrible transition.
and neither one of them ever.
what I'm saying.
They're average the whole time. Like,
No, there's super niggas when it don't count.
The thing with me is Dallas always puts a defense out there that you are scared
A
of.
great
I
defense.
mean, their defense,
Dude, and a great offensive line. I wish the
hardly
Giants
ever
had the
get to
line
that.
like the Cowboys
Can
have. I
hardly ever
wish
get to
I
that.
wish the G-Men got a line like the Cowboys ever had. Boy.
But the Cowboys always, they don't feel nothing else. They always have a defense, a formidable defense. Trayvon Diggs. Done brought in my boy Stephon Gilmore.
Micah
Parsons. Got those D-line. Like, yo, the Cowboys.
Marcus,
The Cowboys on defense are something else. Dak
Fuck the
is the
Cowboys.
problem. Dak is the problem.
They
Like,
all
Dak is the
self-implode.
problem.
And they gave
you
him all that money.
You
Decision
can't expect
making.
the defense to win every week. You
Everything
can't.
is about decision making. I even talk to Chunk about this shit all the time.
Decision making is
Decision making,
imperative.
yo.
It's super imperative.
Sometimes you'll take the check down instead of taking that extra 7-8 yards, but you rather take the check down because you think it's safer for you instead of taking that low. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
And
It's little
that's what
basic
football
shit.
is about. Sometimes it's about, like, you take the check down and see what he can do. You see the dude take a 2-yard pass and turn it into a 30-yard gain. It just all depends on how it rolls. Like, and that's the thing. It's like, I hate the Cowboys, but I can notice when they're good. What parts of their team are quality.
Yeah, because their defense is going to be insane again.
Their defense is going to be crazy, but that offense. Why you got?
They still got Dak running it, so I ain't worried.
Why you got rid of Amari? You got rid of the last year you got rid of the big white boy that caught all the balls, the tight end. So Dallas going to be like, I could see Dallas going 10-7 this year. Definitely could see them going 10-7, maybe 9-8. Eagles, however, 14-3.
Jesus fucking Christ.
14-3 Super Bowl appearance. Hopefully a Super Bowl win. That's where we sit at this year. So Go Birds.
Nah.
You want to talk about Women's World Cup real quick?
Women's World, yeah, that's y'all, because I don't know shit about
I haven't.
that.
I saw a little. I didn't.
David. We know the women's soccer team as just a powerhouse. They haven't really been powerhouse like that in this in the past couple of months. Like they've kind of been slagging. Like whenever you think of the women's soccer team, they're winning without a doubt. Like, and they're going to kill them. Not so much anymore.
Really?
And I believe they have a game tonight or tomorrow. And people think they might lose. And you know, the U.S. women's soccer team hasn't. The U.S. women's team hasn't lost in years.
Unlike the men.
We're not even going to talk, man. Well, they're playing better. They're playing better. The men's soccer is better.
There goes the participation award.
Speaking of men's soccer, so you haven't watched Messi in the MLS? They brought Messi here.
I mean, I saw him hit. Okay.
He does what he does.
I saw the fireworks.
He does what he does.
I saw him with the game-winning free kick, and that was it.
He does what he does.
I mean,
he gets gold.
You get the greatest player on earth in his waning years. Like
the MLS is the retirement home for great players. First one being David Beckham. Remember, everybody loved David Beckham.
Bro, and the craziest thing
paid him all that money, but it was worth it.
These niggas old as hell coming here to get paid and die and kill the rest of their career after having the most outstanding, superb career playing the best people in the world.
You know that these clubs in Germany and Europe aren't going to pay that type of money anymore because they see your decline. And they have all these other young studs coming up in these clubs. The United
States.
But soccer is growing.
Oh, you're 35? You're 30 plus now? Oh, word? Come on out here.
Soccer is growing in the States. And on top of that, this is messy, though. Regardless of how this is
I'm just saying
this
in
is
general.
still messy.
It's still in now messy, but still, nigga. Imagine getting this thing about 5-6 years ago.
That's just like, because you know Ronaldo coming next. You know he on the way. This is the retirement home.
Where is he going to Miami or is he going to New York? Or is he going to L.A.?
L.A.
He's an L.A. type.
L.A. Definitely L.A.
He's an L.A.
But
type.
he's coming. I already know.
Because it has to be warm for him.
Yeah, L.A. But he's coming because the United States is going to, MLS is going to open up.
So he's still got a few years. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, whatever.
All right, this is topic I saw earlier. Doug brought up, so we're going to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Clarissa Shields wants to fight Keith Thurman at 154.
It's sad.
Look, and don't get me wrong, because Clarissa Shields is that chick. Like, put women's lights out. Good night. Night. I don't think this is a good idea.
I don't think it's a terrible idea.
I think it's awful. I would not want to see a guy.
And that's on some. And that's on that trans shit. Like that would just be on that trans.
No, but it's a woman fighting a guy.
I know that, but I'm just saying that would still be on this. You've seen these clips where you have these transgendered individuals fighting women, whereas born males, but now are females fighting and pummeling women. Like this it just doesn't make any sense.
My interest would be zero. Zero.
I'd watch it.
See that. I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see it.
Why?
Okay, first of all, it's a guy.
I know.
He's a world champion. He's just not any guy. He's a boxing champion, as is she. But I'm sure this nigga hits like a fucking brick.
Yeah, but
And he hit that girl on her face.
Like how Terrence Crawford was hitting Errol Spence the other week.
he said he wouldn't punch her in the face and she'd have headgear on. Didn't you see his response? I know. And fight with bigger gloves. I know what you're saying, but it's really on her. She's the one who issued the challenge.
She did issue the challenge, and she feels good. And she did.
But he's the one who's only going to take the L. He's going to take the L if he whoops her ass or she wins.
You remember, this is the same thing like with, what was the white chick, Ronda Rousey? Mm-hmm. Same.
There's nothing for him to gain in this situation
at all.
There's nothing.
Woman
if
beater.
anything, you lose.
Woman beater.
If anything, you lose. Because now we're going to be like, we're giving you credit for beating up a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and then if you hurt her,
you have nothing to gain from this. As much as, and like I said, Clarissa Shields is a beast. Will beat any woman. Might beat a couple of guys. Possibly could beat a couple of guys. But Keith Thurman, nah. As for the Spence Crawford fight last week, since you wanted to touch bases on that, since you wanted to brush up on that. God. Boy, Crawford.
Leave that nigga alone.
That boy a monster.
Y'all better leave that man alone.
Crawford
Spence went into the fight.
I don't know why.
He had a chance. And there were some people that thought he had a chance. Boy, Crawford made light work of that boy. Spence got in the first round. After that, Crawford worked that boy over something serious.
Bro, from what I saw, the little clips I was watching, you know, when I was in the deal, I was like, oh my God.
Crawford was beating that boy like he stole something. But
then it didn't even look like he was hurting. Like, it didn't even look like when he was hitting him, it didn't hurt. But when you do like some of the counter punches that Crawford hit this boy with, man, oh my!
It was pretty bad.
From close court, oh my God.
But then, like with anything, after somebody puts on a great performance, gets all the titles, snatched up all the titles out the woodworks, here comes everybody else I'll knock him out. He can't go with me. What is it, Charmelo? One of the brothers, he's asking Spence might want a rematch. I haven't heard about it. Wouldn't advise it because he probably going to beat you worse than that. They said he probably could beat Mayweather in his prime. I would pay money to see that fight.
His punches hurt.
I would pay money to see Crawford and Mayweather.
Hits hard.
While Mayweather's out doing this.
But see, the only thing with Mayweather though, especially if you talking about in his prime type shit, Mayweather he doesn't really get hit hard. Like he knows how to avoid
he's
defensive
fighter.
Hard hits. He'll get hit, but he ain't gonna take that.
Was
clean
there
your clock
anybody?
Hit.
Well, because you know Mayweather dispatched of a lot of greats in his run. Mm-hmm. How do you think Crawford would stack up against him? Mayweather got rid of a lot of greats in his.
I honestly, I would just have to think he would be another
victim.
Just another victim, and that's just off of.
Well, I seen Mayweather like
it's just GP, yo. He knows how to win a boxing.
But like I told you, to me, Floyd is what took the umph out of boxing.
It's not
knowing how to win.
You can't be mad at somebody who knows how to win.
No. You can't. I'm not mad at him for knowing how to win and getting that back. What I'm mad about is you stopped the sportsmanship of the sport.
He didn't stop it.
I think he did because he quit giving us. He wasn't a knockout fighter. We were used to knockout fighters. Floyd was more about getting his shit off.
Floyd has his own lane of how he fights. Like there's people who still appreciate niggas who can't hit you. Like he can hit you, but you can't really hit him. But he can't hit you. He's not hitting you hard enough to knock you out though. But those hits they still add up over time.
Stack Floyd is one of the greatest all time. But then you stack I still kind of got, and it sound crazy, Roy Jones, entertainer over Floyd. Because Roy, and I see the smile on your face, because Roy, he was worth the money to see. He was.
And I'm addicted to money, cars, and clothes.
Floyd?
Well, what we're saying is, people will say Floyd's the greatest, but I kind of got Roy over Floyd. Even though Roy lost a couple of fights, he lost a few fights.
Because Roy was out, trying to dog you. Like Roy was fuck a scorecard.
I knew I was going to get my money's worth out of it.
Roy wasn't about the scorecard. Like he was still going to try and win the match, but he wasn't more concerned, like I think money is, with the scorecard. You see what I'm saying? He was out there trying to put the beats on you. I think
what it was Roy was, like you said, was going to beat you. Like, I'm going to knock him out Floyd was never the I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna hit you. Beep 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 beep.
Yeah, I'm
then
gonna touch you a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna touch you a lot to show the refs I can hit you.
Yeah.
But you can't hit me.
And that's why I think with Floyd, kind of that's where it lost it, because he's the biggest name.
Mm-hmm.
He's the biggest name, so he was supposed to carry it on, and he didn't in a way. Yeah, he remained undefeated, and he might possibly go down as the greatest boxer of all time. Not to me, but he didn't carry on that entertainer, sportsman type moniker that comes.
Oh, he's definitely an entertainer. You know who was an entertainer but was a terrible fucking boxer?
Oh.
Remember the Prince?
Why? Get out my head. Get out my head.
You remember the
Look,
Prince?
I used to stay up for my boys' fights just so I could watch my boy dance down to the ring.
Was the Prince not seen?
Yes, it was. I used
Oh
to.
my God, dude.
And I remember the night that he got his ass toe out the frame. You remember the knockout? It would have been.
Was it Zab?
It would have been GIF worthy nowadays. He fell, his arm was all over. Oh my God. But yeah, I remember the Prince. The Prince. I used to stay up and watch my
Entertainment
boy.
at its finest, nigga.
Oh man, do they entertain like that anymore? Like the Prince was a show.
He was. He was a
Prince was a show.
Prince who?
I think it was the Prince
Yeah, I was about to say. I remember Prince.
Yo, the Prince was a show. Shout out Prince Nazi. Like, we remember you, my guy. If nobody else remember you, we remember you. He was a complete show. Dance all the way to the ring. He was nice at first until
they caught on to that corny ass shit.
the beats on my boy. All right. Topic switch.
Man.
So, I don't know if y'all check my page out this week, but I made a post. Well, I posted something that was posted before about a young lady that had a grill, but she was a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh yeah, that was sexy.
boy, that shit was sexy as fuck. And the way the dude made the post was demeaning to demeanor. Like, you've got all this education and you still want to keep this ghetto hood side. I'm like, okay, boom.
What's wrong with slugs?
First of all, isn't that our culture?
That's all us.
That's all us. And just because she had,
But what? How does that make you?
and that's what I'm getting ready to say. This is a doctor. This woman done hit the top of the food chain, but you going to diminish her because she
Try to anyway.
You want to try to diminish this woman because she wanted to go get some slugs at the bottom. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I thought it was sexy as hell. And as a matter of fact, probably drew some business from it. Because, hey, nothing better, especially for a guy to go.
I just think that's all for the culture, yo. I just think it's for the culture.
I think some people dismiss the culture sometimes and always put hood. Like, hood is kind of the culture too, but there's more than that. Like, representation. You still want to stick to some of the things you grew up with. It doesn't mean that you're ghetto or anything.
Or the things that you like. Like, dude, if I don't even know how to word it, but if you, like you said, if you reach a doctorate, your doctoral status, everything that you've endured since you grew up to get to there, how are you going to forget anything? And just being a black individual, whether you identify as African American, black, whatever, but just being black, and if you listen to any type of hip hop, everything, anybody you've seen was talking about grill. You've seen people with grills, like just.
There was a song.
But that's my point.
There was a whole song about grills. Like, grills, when Nelly dropped it, was probably the hottest thing. And I don't think they've lost their popularity. Grills have always been popular.
I clean mine and put them in every weekend.
I know you do.
Every weekend, yo.
Grills, and another thing, it's regular jewelry now. It is in the regular jewelry department. It's like watches. It's like necklaces. That's where grills are now. And it's not a hood thing anymore. It's just a part of the...
It's jewelry.
It's the jewelry department now. You go...
Because I do need a watch or a bracelet.
See, my thing on watch.
You see, I still do the piece. You see, I still got my new piece.
I saw it.
I got this from the DR.
I'll do the bracelet. The watch, I got a phone. Like, that was the timepiece. Like, I can see what you're saying, but I'd rather do a bracelet. Bracelets are kind of dope right now, I think. I definitely would do a bracelet. A watch would be nice. That, like, before the phone craze, like,
but you know your phone could be the watch.
True. I was about to go get one the other day. I'm fighting to go keep going in Verizon.
My clip broke, so guess what? I'm not even going to be carrying around with me tonight. I'm not even going to have my phone on me tonight just because my clip broke.
I talk to Layup every day.
Fuck Layup.
About
that's my nigga. Fuck Layup.
Shout out my man Layup. I talk to Layup every day about we ready to come in there and get a watch. Every day I talk to this boy about it, and he's like, "Yeah, come on, I'll get it to you. I'll get you." Shout out my man Layup. But yeah, back to the it's just jewelry. Grills are just jewelry now. That's it. I remember when they first started. The early days of grills. The like early 90s. Like
caps.
Yeah, like the caps. Start with caps. And then they went to grill. Shout out my cousin Nate. Like and I'm gonna go get me one. I'm gonna go get me a grill.
Whatever, nigga. Go get you a passport. Get the grill ass.
Passport boys. All right. How happy are you in life right now? 1 to 10. Where you at?
I'm at a 6.
6? Why so low, my guy?
That's not low. That's middle. That's average.
That's over 5 at least. But I mean, that is average.
But for you, my guy,
I was going to say I'm at a 7. I'm not even going to lie. Like,
I got a lot of shit I need to get done. And until that shit is done, I'm giving myself a 6. I'm staying humble.
Okay. 6s.
And when it's done, hopefully I'll be at an 8 or a 9.
Not no 10?
Nah, 10 is perfect. There's always going to be bitches in my life holding me back.
this nigga.
Yo, look. Always going to be holding back for now. What that last spot? Yeah. Like, I'm not going to be able to make it 10 because of the bitches.
Yeah.
You say you at a 7?
Yeah, only because like I'm an emotional roller coaster lately, and it's only because of these losses. Like
I ain't even go into that one.
And that's the only.
I gave the RIP last week. I know you probably want to give it and stuff like that.
Like, I'm just torn, man. Like I'm up and down. Like I'm happy for the most part. One moment, then it's just
hard
like I just
to lose
get
friends.
To think, yeah, bro. Like
it's hard to lose friends.
And if anybody you know, like with the way that I used to move,
losing parents is hard. That's probably the hardest.
That's the hardest.
Losing friends that you ran with,
because it was
that's hard.
It wasn't a lot of people who I really, really ran with on a regular basis, especially after high school. It was a real select few,
like 6.
And about 4 of them are gone. You see what I'm saying? Like 3 or 4 of them are gone. And these are like the closest, some of the closest. Damn, man. I'm trying not to get emotional again, just thinking about it. But it's like all these memories or stories. It's like I have my version or perspective, but they would always give theirs to be like, nah, nigga, you forgot about this part of it. Oh, nah, nigga, you forgot about this part. Nigga, that shit's gone.
Now you can't get that.
That's
that
gone.
Other side of the
so
story.
It's always just my side, but it's never the other sides that made the story the story, yo. Like that will never.
And see, Rodine was.
That nigga. See,
Rodine was. Dagger was something different. Like from and like I said, a lot of these were your friends, but I still had run-ins. We still.
Nigga, I brought them to your house. Like nigga, we coming to your crib, nigga. We coming to fuck your crib up before we go fuck these streets up, nigga.
So to hear, these people pass, and you're still here.
And I'm of all the niggas, I'm still here.
It definitely puts a lot of things in perspective.
Dude, that shit is like. And then, like this is the other part, and I don't mean to, I'm not trying to dampen nothing, but just on some zen, some chill shit, relaxing shit. It's like I see all sides of it, though. It's like I understand what their value in my life was at that time and why, for the most part, that they were there. I just don't get why I'm the one that's still here and they're not. And I feel like I'm the one that was probably out here doing the most dirt, but I'm just trying to be righteous as far as the steps that I take since, you know what I mean, since I left the Met, I just try to be righteous.
To this day, the toughest thing I deal with is not seeing Puff. That is probably the toughest thing I deal with. Like, you know, like to know that every time I go home or, you know, whatever, to never see him. Like, and you know, I love all the guys and stuff like that. Like, I've had plenty of friends pass away, but like him, that one, that was my God.
So
like,
you already know
that
you know
was
what I'm saying?
my God.
So of all the people that, and now that's the nigga I don't know why they took from me, but of all the people that I know that I used to run with, why are they the ones that are gone and not me? And that's how I try to look at it. And I don't know if that's where the whole, you remember, because nigga, the whole moniker used to be B.D.U.B and Budha Junkie. But now everybody has always gravitated just towards Budha.
But yeah,
Budha. Like, nigga, you mad peaceful now. It's something about you that's very calm. And they don't see the other side anymore. Like, they don't ever see that whole metro nigga anymore. They just don't.
It's a whole nother life.
But that's my.
It's a whole nother
so it's like,
life.
but when I do go back to the Met, that's what I feel comes out, because I don't know if that's the energy that the Met gives or that's just the anger I have.
And another
for
thing
that
is,
city.
I think a lot of people don't really understand, like when they see us, like, because I get it all the time too. I'm so nice, stuff like that, things of that nature. But catch me 20 years ago when I'm in the Met, and it's.
So you were still there 20 years ago.
You've been gone. But I was there 20 years ago.
That's when I was starting to try to, I guess you could say, evolve into, you know, what I am now, because it went from the metro type of shit to the Bull City shit.
Like, I remember when this dude like came into the picture. Like, I remember when
I met him, and that's the thing.
Look,
I met them early.
Early.
And I'm gonna tell you, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you. Did I ever tell you how I met y'all originally? Do you remember how I met y'all?
Through Face.
Through Face, nigga. Shout out to
Shout
Face.
out to Face.
Face is in the Met, and he hit me up a few months ago.
I haven't talked to him,
bro. And it was that whole story. He just reminded me, like, yo, Bear.
Can't let you.
He's like, yo, you gotta remember how all this shit happened. I was like, bro, I do. Like, it's just the most randomest shit.
You're like 20-year friend. Like,
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is my family, yo. Like, this.
I know.
Dub was one of the first niggas to take me to he basically took me to his crib in Maryland to go meet his peoples.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
One of the only niggas, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. Let me go in here.
We went to Howard's homecoming.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this nigga was thinking. He let me go over here, like, oh, word I go? Word?
Yeah.
You know I got niggas up here, right? That's when he met Bam and Champagne, nigga, like, yo. Dude, that's what I'm saying, like.
Another name.
Nigga, but that's, you see what I'm saying? Like, of all the niggas, you took Bam from a nigga too? And that's why I don't want to go down this path or this road, because now I'm in a good space. That's why you said, where am I at as far as happening? Now it's like a 7. It's like a 7.
Right now.
If niggas wasn't passing away like that and we were all like still enjoying life, or everybody was here raising their kids or whatever it is that they wanted to do as far as once they reached a certain age or got older, you know, I'd probably be like a 9 right now. Because my shit is like, I'm in good moods. But I'm just on this roller coaster right now, so my number can't be that high like I want it to. That's all.
Right now, I say I'm at 8. I'm good. Like, this is the best I've been in a while. Like, mentally, especially mentally. Mentally, this is the best I've been. Like, besides working, you know, the job, besides the job and stuff like that, like, mentally, this is probably the best I've been in years. I think more clearly now. I see a lot more things for what they are, and I'm genuinely happy. The only thing that kind of bothers me is Mom. That's what's bothering me right now. That's the only thing that bothers me.
What's wrong with her crying?
She's old.
Oh,
not even that. She got some pinched nerve shit going on right now. She can't walk,
in pain and stuff like that. But she's old too. Like it comes.
And that's why I'm saying. So I can't be. My numbers can't be highlight that. And I don't know if you know what I mean. Like you're saying, damn boy, I ain't even one thing about mom. Like I forgot, but I try to just wait until.
Well, does she still have her mind?
Yeah, I mean she good.
She just
then
in
y'all
pain.
good.
She's just in pain. Yeah,
no. And Dub, I know where you're going with that, and I definitely understand you. And it's levels. You know what I mean? That's all. So I definitely understand what you're saying, but it's like
it's just different.
You know, I guess it's like the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Where you look at it like the most invincible.
I'm gonna tell you what really made me really be like, oh, my mom's not right. My mom sends me something every morning. My mom texts me something every morning, and she wasn't sending those texts out. I knew right then and there that something was not right with my mom. Right then and there. My mom is like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Don't matter.
Some scripture is getting ready to pop up in my inbox.
Don't matter.
And I didn't get those for 2 or 3 days. I knew something wasn't right with my mother.
Oh.
So, we love you, Jackie. We thinking about you. You should be asleep, though.
I know she's asleep. She loopy. They got her on that met. She loopy.
She on the good stuff. What are you most afraid of? What is the scariest thing to you right now? Spiders, snakes, heights.
Heights
Clowns.
I'm claustrophobic.
I have a fear of heights.
Very enclosed spaces to me right now, and like
heights,
caves.
My biggest
don't bother. Like closed spaces don't bother.
Enclosed spaces don't.
Cause not really. Cause heights
scare the shit out of me.
You fall. Rap.
The Bay Bridge. The Maryland Bay Bridge.
Dude,
scares the shit out of me.
I'm in airplanes these days, so it's like I feel you.
Coming over that bridge that night, we were leaving Poppy house, and we're coming over a bridge that night.
Where? Where? What city?
It coming out of
Baltimore.
Coming out of Baltimore.
Nigga, I swear that shit was just hanging in the middle of the sky.
It could have been the Bay Bridge.
Bro, it's like the shit just went up.
Look, the bridge where you put both hands on the steering wheel, because you that
scared.
Yeah, that might have been the Bay Bridge.
Holy shit.
That bridge is the scariest shit in the world to me.
You just put both hands on the steering wheel because you that scared.
I was in Maryland a couple weeks ago. I was driving to this country club for the Secret Service. They were having a brunch to honor my dad. Nigga, I'm driving to the country club. I see the sign. It said Maryland Bay Bridge, like 16 miles. And if you stayed on the highway, nigga, just seeing the sign, my heart jumped out my chest. Like, oh, boy. God.
That has to be it, yo.
The
That had to
Golden
be
Gate
it.
Bridge.
Like, it has to be the equivalent.
Heights are my biggest. Like,
see, that ain't mine, yo. I don't mind.
Heights are my biggest.
Yeah.
Spiders, not really. Where snakes, nah.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Heights. Never
Heights
been
is
scared
it.
of clowns.
So I've been looking like.
Heights is it for me.
Heights is definitely
It's
it.
like these little water caves, water holes where you gotta squeeze. Like, I don't know, man. Like just these tight spaces right now.
I got one.
Freak the shit out of me.
When we were driving up to Memphis, you weren't with us.
I didn't go, and I was on probation.
But when we were driving up to Memphis, bro, and you looking over those mountains in Asheville,
Oh, yeah.
and you look down there, and there's a whole other fucking city down there, like down there.
That's like Jamaica.
Like there's a whole other city
Nigga, fuck the
down there.
In Jamaica, you got like houses or shacks on the side of the mountain. So if your car slides out, you liable to hit somebody, take a whole family with you.
What is it? What is that scene? Bad Boys when they're going down the thing and stuff like that, and it's Bad Boys 2, I think, when they're going down the thing and all those houses and stuff are on the side and stuff like that. But yes, heights bother me.
I don't know. I'm not really scared of too much stuff right now.
Closed spaces don't really bother me. Like, I did a stint in the military. That's nothing. Like the closed spaces, and I like to be by myself sometimes. So that's just me time.
Yeah. That's
It may be deep water.
Deep water.
Yeah, like deep water.
I don't think that's like an out of bounds fear or an abnormal fear.
See, I know I can swim. I'm
No.
not really worried about it.
No. I'm not talking about swimming on the surface. I'm talking about
middle of ocean, like
deep water, nigga. Like Leviathan, fucking extra long fish that you never see. Like just
before
shit
I
like
jump
that.
Before I jump into the next topic, I was watching some movie or seeing what news coming out, stuff like that.
You know what does scare me? I'm lying. Morons and goofies. I'm lying.
Morons and goofies scare me too.
Goofies
yes,
scare
they
me.
do. Scare the hell out of me. And clowns. It'd be a lot of clowns.
All right, this fucking clown step on their toe.
Have you ever watched The Meg before?
The who?
I just saw The Meg 2 today.
I think that is the trashiest movie.
It was whack.
I think that might.
What?
The
Okay,
Meg,
so
about
The
the
Meg-
giant shark.
The Meg made.
Oh,
like
the
you said-
megalodon.
Yeah, like
It was trash.
They always
I
want to
be
reenact
looking
the
at. I
Jaws.
be looking at commercials and stuff. Like I'd be like, this looks.
It looks
so
funny, though.
It does look hilarious.
It looks
but
funny.
It wasn't.
It wasn't even funny.
It looks so trash.
Cause it looked
This
like this
big
shit had
ass
its own
fucking-
brain and it's chasing
This
real
has been
shit.
the most forgettable summer ever. Like, there's been
For
no
everything.
banging movies, no banging
Music,
albums.
like, for
Nothing
everything.
has come out this summer
Okay,
noteworthy.
let me ask you a
They
question.
got
'cause
Pound Town, her booty pink and brown.
You're the person I go to for music.
Okay.
You're my music. Like I'll listen to it sometimes, but when I don't hear it, I'll ask you. Utopia. Did you hear it?
No. What is that, Travis Scott? No,
That's
I don't
who?
listen to Travis Scott.
new album.
I've never heard a Travis Scott album.
I was just going to see because they said it sounded like Yeezy, so I just want to see if you listen to it.
And Travis Scott sound like ASAP Rocky.
Yeah.
I'm not like
The whole room got quiet.
I'm not really a big fan of like this whole generation of hip hop.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either.
Like I'm not like I'll go back to the 90s, 80s. I'll go back to the 80s on them. Like, look.
Yeah,
I'll go back to
Jolski,
the 80s and
Love
90s first before I really sit in this generation. And listen
yeah,
to this.
it's pretty bad.
And I try to listen. Like I say, I'm not the guy who doesn't at least give it a listen. It's just so okay. Boom. They were playing, and this is nothing. We had this conversation before, but I was at work, and you know, song on the radio. I'm like, who's that? They're like, it's X.
The Triple X, not the DMX.
You know, I had to correct that right then and there.
X, you mean Twitter?
Shout out to Malcolm X for buying Twitter too.
What we doing?
Look, but nah. So the dude's like, yeah, this X. I'm like, whoa. First of all, he's not. He's like the fifth X. He don't even get called X
Yes.
because he's the
DMX
fifth X.
is the original
First
X.
of all, if we're going to do X, it's Malcolm. If we
Malcolm
were to do
X.
at Malcolm,
Yeah.
then DMX,
Then maybe X Clan
I was thinking X to the Z.
or Sadat X.
I was thinking porno, triple X.
Like I was thinking Exhibit first, but like before we got the
See, I'm thinking
Triple
Sadat
X,
X.
like
You
that's
see what
why
I'm
I'm
saying?
like he can never be X. Not to us. To y'all, possibly, I don't know how, because I was like, go ask your dad who X is when you get home. And he's either going to tell you Malcolm or DMX, one of those two.
Or Betty Shabazz, like, you know what I mean? Like,
But, like, Triple X, the movie, like, but nah, so they pulled that at work this week. I'm like, nah, there's only one X, and it's DMX. He's stamped. That's his. Next topic. What killed your feelings for someone you once were madly in love with?
Their attitude
their actions.
and actions, or lack thereof.
I hate red bitches.
Oh, there's a lot.
I hate red women. Just
Yeah,
for that
red
alone.
bone.
I knew this would be a good.
Red.
I want it, but then it's going to identify somebody. So I'm not going to say what stopped it.
Well, if you don't fuck with her, why does it matter?
Especially because I'm probably the only one.
No, because we still cool. You know.
Well,
what
if
I'm
you
saying?
still cool, why don't you fuck with her?
That's why. It's the reason why.
Because there's a reason why we're still cool, but there's a reason.
And if he says it, then she'll probably know
yeah,
that.
then they'll know who they are.
And why he quit fucking with her.
Now I have been in the attitude. I had I don't know if I was madly in love, but there's a chick that I really, really like, but she just talks so fucking much. Like, just talk. Like, talk a million fucking miles a minute. Like, talk. Like, sometimes my parents used to sit in the same room. Ain't say nothing to each other.
Not a word.
All day. So that's what
word.
I'm thinking. That's what this is.
That's what love is.
Just being able to spend time
being
and
in
not
there. Just knowing.
It's the energy. You just want that energy around, yo.
Exactly.
Some chicks have to take up every minute with conversation.
It's not just chicks that do that though.
Yeah, I knew a few niggas that ran that fucking mouth.
It's a couple of dudes that talk like that, but it's
a woman trait.
But that is primarily
like,
female.
I
correct.
know some chicks that as soon as they hit the door,
Yep,
the clock, and then I'll look down. 45 minutes into this, I haven't said, but yeah, and she's carried a 45-minute conversation by
herself.
Just as content and as happy as she's ever been in life.
45-minute conversation by herself.
Exactly.
All I did was add the ad-libs. Yeah.
That's right.
That's all I gave to the conversation was a couple of ad-libs. She's giving me 45 minutes of conversation.
Yeah, I've dealt with mouthy chicks. That's the worst.
And some, I guess some chicks don't see it like that. Like, and to me, like, sometimes I just like to chill. Sometimes I just like to sit. When you're trying to overtalk, like if you see I'm watching something, I see your face. If you see that I'm paying attention to something on TV, on something on the phone, something
questions.
I'm just paying attention to something else.
Questions.
But you're steady going on, and then want to give me a pop quiz at the end, like, were you listening? No, didn't hear nothing. That didn't catch really anything of what you said.
You want to know what's funny about all this right now? I love my wife, too. Because she's not that bad. But when she does do it, it's funny because I don't do it to her. But I'm watching this joint now. It's straight subtitles. Straight subtitles, nigga.
It needs your attention. It needs my complete attention.
Cannot look away. Can't multitask. Because I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, but I guarantee you I got it.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I guarantee you I got it, my nigga. Like, once, like, if I'm reading something, you're talking to me, my brain can't process both of it. You know, I read what's on there, and I know I was reading what was on there, and then you're talking to me, and I'm listening to you and reading. Bro, my brain explodes.
Look, I try.
My brain explodes.
I try.
I'm not the best multitasker.
I try. But, man, when you see me watching this,
exactly.
And look, I got other niggas in the house coming. I got niggas working on the house, so they might come in the room for a minute and just want to ask me a question, nigga, want me to pause this shit. Bro, then once I got to pause, it's like, fuck. Because I'm in it, nigga. Like, nigga, they say you're supposed to read. You know, they want niggas to read. Bro. Now I'm actually reading. Now, it may not be no book, no motherfucking memoir, autobiography, nothing like that. But I'm reading nonetheless. It has my attention.
So, you see me into this. I'm into it. Like, but you still gonna talk. You still gonna go. You still gonna go.
They still gonna talk.
Gonna go. Regardless, and you know I'm not
even looking at
attention.
you.
You know I'm not paying attention.
Exactly.
All I did was say,
Or
just not. But I have not paid.
But you know the bullshit though? You can't just nod because now they want you to what?
Pay attention.
Nah, you gotta look at them.
They,
You're not looking at. Are you listening? You're not looking at.
I'm gonna give you another one, and I hope nobody gets.
What up, Lewis? What's good, my guy?
The hand tap. Gotta tap you.
Oh God. Yeah, I done had a woman do that to me while I was asleep on the couch. I had to restrain myself from swinging. I hate that. I hate that.
Oh, that boils my soul to the I'm already trying to kind of ignore you. I'm already like trying to, juggle.
Okay.
You about to have me spaz out.
Hold on. Is that worse than we need to talk?
Yes, that's worse than we need to talk.
The hand tap is worse than we need to talk?
Yeah, because when you need to talk, I can tune her out after whatever she says because it's going to be some dumb shit. I already know.
We need to talk. Is it we need to talk? Because when it's we need to talk, it's really nothing I want to talk about.
When she says we need, here's your key back. I just want to give it to you beforehand.
God damn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do that shit. Here's your key.
We need to talk. It was nothing I wanted to talk about in the first place. I can guarantee you that we wasn't on my list of things to do. I didn't know what we're getting ready to talk about. But I don't know. We need to talk.
Okay.
Oh my God, that drives me crazy.
Yes.
What else I got? What kills your feelings for someone you were madly in love with? You said
her attitude.
Her attitude.
We've covered every topic. Nigga, it's midnight.
What?
Okay, last topic.
Okay.
This is perfect for not you because you ain't been out here.
Man, well, fuck y'all.
Have you ever stopped talking to a woman?
Yes.
After she took her wig and makeup off?
Oh.
No?
Because I know what a wig and makeup looks like on a woman, and I know it's not like. First of all, I don't date women that aren't naturally attractive. I'll put it like that. If they need a ton of wigs and makeups, yeah, I don't really deal with them. Like the last few women I dealt with, they didn't wear a lot of makeup, and they might have had a wig on, but you know.
Have you ever stopped dealing with a woman because of wig and makeup?
I've never, me personally, no. And I'm not saying it's possible. I'm just saying I don't. First of all, I'm not there in the morning when she wakes up most of the time.
I've quit dealing with a woman over, I don't even say it was the hair part, more or less the makeup part.
Oh, she is one of them? Did she have acne and use a lot of concealer?
I mean, and that's another thing. Like, you know, sometimes women's skin isn't the greatest, you know, it's life.
You got that Keke Palmer?
But I would, and this is what used to get me. I would like hug her. I'd have my white tee on. I've got an imprint right here of her.
Oh, God. That's not good.
Like, you know, her whole face is right here from the makeup and stuff. And, you know, I'm not really against makeup like that. You know what I'm saying? It can alter how a person looks and stuff like that. Wigs is a different thing, though. I'm not really a big wig fan like that. Not a big wig fan at all.
Wigs, yeah, I mean, generally, unless it's, I don't notice shit like that. You know, now I can tell after dealing with X amount of women what the wig looks like.
If you got a wig on.
Yeah.
Like right as soon as I see you now. Like when I was younger, nah.
Yeah.
Nigga was naive when I was younger. I just thought you had long, luxurious locks and shit. You had the white girl hair and shit like that.
My locks are long and luxurious.
Shut the hell. But back in the day, I didn't know no difference. Like, oh, she got beautiful hair. Knowing that's that. Silky,
yaki,
that yaki and stuff like that. Now see it a mile away, but I kind of try to stay away from chicks with wigs and stuff like that. Like
I do too.
I kind of like chicks with natural shit.
Yeah,
you know,
I just need to see who I'm looking at. But again, you need an attractive face for me to talk to you now. Well, not as much anymore. I talk to women who are facially challenged now because I can't be as desperate.
I give, if they're interested and I'm interested.
Yeah,
I'm not really.
Before we go, Dub, I do have a question because you know.
Sure.
How did your milk-induced date go?
It went okay. I mean, I've talked to the woman multiple times. I mean, like I said, I went on my separate ways after drinking my milkshake, so it wasn't like she was around me when I let off.
You just clarified that. It's no smashing after the milkshake.
Yeah, I just want to know how it went.
Point.
Like, I just want to know how it went. You know, I was like, damn, I ain't even going to be there last week to hear this shit. I don't remember y'all bringing it up type shit. So.
That's the whole point is...
yeah, I mean, we talked Are we going on another date? Maybe, maybe not. The whole point of the date was for me to have a milkshake at the end of the day.
That was all.
That was it.
I just wanted a milkshake.
I wanted a milkshake from a new location that I had never been to.
Hold on, where'd you go?
I went to that spot near the radio station, that ice cream stand.
Thumbs up or down?
It was thumbs up. The milkshake was banging. They let you pick your own flavor, and then they make the milkshake for you. From the ice cream they have, you pick your scoops.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
All right, it wasn't cheap. Now it was about $10 for that milkshake.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna do an end topic before we end, a nigga topic just for us, so we can explain some things.
Go for it.
Okay, I hit this earlier. We go on dates because we are sexually attracted to females.
Of course.
A lot of women kind of disagreed with me. Some women were like,
No. I'll tell any woman, if the idea of having sex with me is out the picture, then do not go and eat with me. Leave me alone.
Don't.
Yeah, don't even. Because some women will go on dates with you and act like they were doing you a favor. Like, it was a favor for me to,
And that's another thing that let's touch on that one. The favor date.
Yeah.
Let's touch on that one. Booty, you got your face scrunched up.
Favorite date?
There is a such thing as the chick going out with you because
she was doing you a favor?
She thinks she's doing you a favor.
That means she's throwing you some favorite buns at the end?
No, not even that. She thinks her just being seen in public with you.
Her appearance with you.
Yo.
That's a thing?
Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
Women,
some of these women are arrogant with their head up their ass.
Women think that because they went out with you and are seen with you,
they did you a favor.
Like the club walkthrough. Like you walking around, I'm waving and shit like that. Like,
bitch, you think I'm Puff Daddy or something? You think my public image is dependent on you?
And that's why I tell women, like Dub said, don't go on a date with me if you're not thinking about smashing, because that's the only reason we're kind of out.
Oh, get this. I talked to a girl, man, what was this, a couple months ago, and she didn't want me over her house. She didn't want to come over my house, but she wanted to talk my ear off all the time and wanted to meet me at, like, fucking restaurants and shit. And so finally, I'm just like, okay, it's been 2 dates. Like, where are we going with this? And all she did was just call me, like, every other day and yak my ear off for like an hour.
And that goes to the other post.
And then she was saying that's like her love language is calling me, and that was her way of. I was like, no, some pussy is the way to show me you care.
We need to be thinking about smash.
No, 3 dates is the maximum. If you don't want to fuck me in 3 dates, then you need to find somebody you want to fuck.
Looking for it's right.
In 3 dates.
And some people are like, you can't put a time.
Yes, you can.
I can put a time limit on that box.
Yes.
Because I took you out because I want to
smash.
I'm not even going to lie to you. I think you're a good person too. I think I
might want to deal with you after the smashing, but I still got to smash.
I want to get to know you and things of that nature.
But I still got to smash.
But, yes, smashing.
Everything revolves around vagina.
And people are trying to tell me, no, that's not right. No,
that is correct.
No.
Nothing moves without pussy.
Dub said something to me the other day or a couple of weeks ago that now really stick with me. And I don't really listen to Dub a lot. But he was like,
oh, my God, I'm scared.
Anytime he goes out with somebody, it's for something bigger.
Yeah.
I'm looking for something bigger. So if we're going out, that means I think highly of you. Or I think something's going. I didn't take you out because I'm bored and I need somebody to spend some money on, and I want to make sure you got fed today. I have friends like that. Cool, but a chick that I'm trying to date, no, I didn't take you out for that. I took you out to get to know.
It don't matter the reason why I take a chick out. I'm trying to smash. It don't matter whether it's short term or long term. I'm trying to smash. You could be a hoe for the night. You could be my wife, the future mother of my kid. I'm trying to smash in every single scenario.
Every category that comes up.
This all revolves around vagina. Short term, long. You're not getting a ring if I've never smashed. Like let's rule that out. You're not, you're not coming home with me.
No chance of possibility marrying somebody you've never had sex with.
Never, unless they got ridiculous paper. Like there's got to be millions of dollars, and I'm getting a budget. Yeah, there's got to be something ridiculously extreme for me to forego sex with and get married. It's got to be hugely weighed in my favor for me to even consider
this
something.
This nigga said I have to be getting a budget.
Yes, you damn right. I'm getting paid a budget to jack off.
Because I mean, like they say, even the man with the most honest intentions still trying to smash.
Yeah, every nigga wants to smash.
As great as he is, as awesome as he is, he's still trying to smash.
Every nigga wants to smash.
So
he could be a good guy, bad guy, want to wife you, want you short term.
If I take you out on a date, you best believe I done pictured you in about 4 or 5 different positions.
Exactly.
That and if they don't happen, that's because we didn't go on any more dates. Because we saw that this isn't going to work. I saw you, and you might not have saw me like that or something like that. But yeah, if I'm taking you out, you best believe it's an end game to this. Yeah, we're just not going just because I want to.
Some bodily fluids need to exchange within 3 dates.
3 dates is the max.
Yeah, because I just don't understand where we're going after time. Exactly. After 3 dates, what more do you want to know?
You're not sold on me after 3 dates.
I'm comfortable moving on.
And I feel like I'm being used.
Yeah.
If Budha, you laughed. Am I wrong in feeling that way? 3 dates?
Yeah.
I done fed you 3 times and you still ain't like even thinking about smashing me. Like,
yeah, there's nothing
you're
to talk
using
about.
Me.
Yeah.
You're using me.
You're using my time.
Using me.
No, I was just gonna say, where are y'all going to eat, and what are these dates? Like,
it don't matter. Well, first of all, I ain't going no fast food joint or nothing like that. I'm not that dusty.
I am.
Well, yeah. That's him. No, I like to go to decent spots. They might be takeout spots. They might be, taco. I like going to taco spots.
Who could turn down Popeyes?
Bruh. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Popeyes.
Who could turn down Popeyes?
But there's something about taking a chick to a hole-in-the-wall Mexican spot that only, not a lot of people know about. That's same prices as Popeyes. Like, I take a chick to, one of them little taco Mexican spots. Sometimes they are window only, or sometimes they got a sit-down section. You're paying the same amount you would at fast food. The entrees is going to be $10 to $15.
Well, I mean, like I say, if I'm taking you out to actually go sit down somewhere, you best believe I've thought about smashing.
Yeah, I'm out in public with you.
This is
people know me.
This is what I'm working towards is smashing.
It starts with the smash.
Only business dates are with people I work with, or things of that nature. People go out and if I take you out on a date, and like you say, it don't have to be the first one. But just know I'm thinking about it.
I don't even want to. I don't even want to smash on the first date. I like the anticipation.
I'm not gonna lie. If the first date smash is available, I'm going to jump on it.
Not when I had cheese on the first date.
Not going to matter.
Oh well, that's for you. That's for you. For me, yeah. Every nigga's body reacts different to lactose.
Body reacts different.
We go into this pizza spot and then we going our separate ways.
I just gotta go to the bathroom.
Watch out for the queso. That's all I can say is watch out for the queso.
Give me 15 to 20 minutes. I'll be ready to go. Don't worry about that.
It's gonna be a lot of.
I got some Lactaid. I'll be ready to go. Don't worry about that.
Well,
but
I'm gonna
first,
be Putin like Vladimir.
I don't have to smash on the first, like I said. That's cool. I can go with that. The second one
is usually the one where I do get it.
It's wavering.
Yeah,
it's wavering.
But by the third, there ain't nothing to talk about.
Second, usually I'm closing deals. Third, and we done left, and we're good night, kiss you on the cheek or whatever, forehead, stuff like that. After the third date, and we parted ways, and we're not together and there was no smashing, there will be no fourth date.
Unless the fourth date is the crib. I've had that happen where after 3 dates and then she invited me over her house on the fourth.
Like to cook for you at the house type shit.
Yeah. bust these guts.
I don't know.
And then they always offer me spaghetti.
Look, you know what I'm from South Carolina. You know what they say about
I
spaghetti in South Carolina. Not a good first meal.
Yeah.
Not a good first meal.
Cardi B noodles.
Not a good first meal. All right.
You think if she would have thrown that tampon, people in the crowd would have caught it? I'm just being honest.
In this day and age, yes.
Yes. And
Clout
try
chasers.
to sell it.
And
that's what I'm saying.
Probably somebody clout chaser.
You could clone Cardi B. Her menstrual blood is in that tampon.
It is 12:15 tonight. I think we had a good show. I think it was funny. I think we got some laughs.
We were talking about Cardi B's period. It's
Once
time to
again,
end
shout
this
out
show.
8th and Fancy, Dane
Yeah, I
Drinks.
mean-
Alpha Dogs is coming back to the city. If you're going out tonight, please be safe. Please be safe. No drinking and driving. Definitely got to give a shout out to my girl, Kelli Jo. We're going to see you back here next week, hopefully. For everybody else, I almost had a Mitch McConnell moment.
Oh, that's
Man, look, I'm tell y'all now. I'm trying to get something set up tonight, so I'll be out here networking, trying to see what building.
If you see Budha out in these streets, just tell him you know me.
God.
Look,
Just
tell him you know me.
It was a
We've
point in
always
time-
been through that. We've always.
It was
been
a
through
point in
that.
time I couldn't go anywhere because somebody was always like, "Oh,
Really?
You're
'Cause
Branson's brother."
There was a point in time where it was like, I saw your brother out. I saw your brother out.
They would come up to me from out the wood. Aren't you Branson's brother?
I saw your brother out last night. I saw your brother
all
out
I could do is
last
be
night.
like, I guess, like the fuck, yeah, I guess that's my brother. Like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Why?
So
you
we-
asked me, am I this nigga brother? What?
We both get the same thing. I saw your brother out last night.
Christ.
I saw your brother. People.
I'm out here networking, man. I'm
People in
trying
my
to see who's
DMs.
gonna
I saw
let me
your
get this
brother
next
last night.
building.
Why you wearing out with your
You know what I
brother?
mean? Because my birthday coming up, man. I need people to come out and function with us and have a good time and get these vibes, man. Enjoy the nightlife.
My oldest nephew's birthday is next week, I believe. My oldest son's birthday is in 2 weeks. Buddha's birthday is in a little under 3. My middle son's is 3.5. August going to be a good month.
Team Leo, man. It's Leo season. Quit playing with us.
Why don't people like Leos? Like Leos catch a lot of flack. Notice.
You know why? Because we're too authentic.
Leos
And
do
a lot of
catch
times
flack.
we're too blunt, and you either love us or you don't. You know, we're assholes by nature, and we can't help it.
I
Can't
think
help
the
it.
most popular sign, just me, Sagittarius is Scorpios and Leos. Tauruses get some love. Aquarius get love. But Sagittarius, Scorpios, and Leos, they catch a lot of flack to me for some reason. Anyway, with that being said, y'all be safe out tonight. Y'all have a good time. LLP, we going to be back.
Face
Are we
Mob,
going to do it?
Gator
Are we going to do a
Slim,
show next Saturday?
Road
We going to take a break.
Thega.
Oh, well, then we're going to be back next Saturday.
I'm here, yo. I'm still here. Remember, I'm
He
not
back
like
in
I'm telling
town.
y'all.
He
Niggas
back in-
taking a break like we only do this show multiple times a week and shit.
This is my birthday run, yo. This is my birthday month. I'm celebrating until it's over.
We're going to run it. Y'all be good out there tonight. Have a good night. Appreciate y'all joining in. Share our shit.